I think that's almost where they're going to draw their energy from. It feels like we're all going to be Jackals tonight, Dan, and looking forward to seeing what the Jackals have in store. Still no injury update on Jalen Williams, J-Dub that is. He is questionable, but you have to assume that the Spurs have to still adjust for their adjustment of Jared McCain in the starting lineup, as he had a good game, and the Spurs try to figure out how to slow down some of the shooting and perimeter play of the Thunder.
Yeah, no, and I think that was the latest adjustment by Mark Dagnall. You know, when you don't have J-Dub and then you don't have A.J. Mitchell, so you've got two guys who play the exact same position, and Mitchell's been starting in place of J-Dub for the majority of the season anyway, because, you know, Williams has only been limited this season to 33 regular season games and 4 playoff games due to the injury. But then you take Mitchell out of there, too, and so it was, okay, well, Case and Wallace got a lot of starts during the regular season, but they like Wallace off the bench and the havoc that he creates as well, playing with Alex Caruso. So they give Jared McCain a shot. It was only the 4th start of the season for him and his 3rd in Oklahoma City since coming over in the trade. But so he's basically, you know, alternated good games and bad games here. So due for a game on the other side of the coin, at least on the bad side tonight. Hopefully that's the case here. But Carl, I'll be shocked if J-Dub plays. I think, you know, from a Thunder standpoint, you know, with those hamstring injuries, I think they try to buy him as much time as possible. And if needed in a Game 7, then they'll reevaluate when we get if we get to a Game 7 on Saturday.
Yeah, it feels like the Thunder are going to continue to play with house money in terms of that injury and assume that maybe he'll play Game 7, but I would assume and also be surprised if he comes out here and plays Game 6 tonight. But, you know, we'll get to Dylan Harper's sound next, but one of the things he was asked about what adjustments the Spurs need to make, he simply said that the Spurs need to rely on their identity that got them to this point in the NBA season.
I agree. And to be quite honest, I actually don't think they strayed very far from that identity in game number 5. They still played at a fast pace. They still had a high assist rate on the shots that they made. I think 67% of their shots were assisted. There were 2 issues. One, they were, you know, not great with the basketball, and I think that you can pinpoint immediately from the start of the game. Both teams really struggled with the basketball in game number 5. And then the other issue was, you know, outside of Julian Champagny and Stephon Castle, they just couldn't knock down any shots. You know, Devin Vassell had arguably his toughest shooting game of these playoffs. He's been so consistent, and combine that with De'Aaron Fox, who I know is basically playing on one ankle and one leg at this point of the season here. It's tough, but against the Thunder, especially when they're making shots, you got to make your share of shots, and the Spurs just didn't make enough shots to stay in the game the other night.
Yeah, the name of the game is still to outscore the opponents, and that's what the Spurs look to do. Well, Dan, we look forward to your game call. It should be an exciting one in San Antonio tonight.
Thanks, Carl.
All right, Spurs Radio Game Night rolls on, and when we come back, we'll hear from Spurs rookie point guard Dylan Harper. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
You smell that? Spring. Hibernation's over. It's time to run it. Run it until the grass becomes long and the hedges duck and cover. Then run it again. Still, get up to $50 off select AK battery tool sets. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go, baby, let's go!
Live to back the silver and black? Become a member of the official Spurs fan club. Refreshed with the power of NBA ID. Lock in with one login for 2 times the benefits from the Spurs and NBA straight to your inbox, text, and app. Score early access, exclusive giveaways, member-only contests and promotions, partner offers, and more. To join, visit spurs.com/fan club. Season presented by HEB.
Most of the jewelry sold in the U.S. is made in India or China. At America's Diamond, we design and create our jewelry right here in San Antonio, and the difference in quality is amazing. Most jewelers stock a couple of diamonds over 1 carat and a handful of diamond engagement rings. At America's Diamond, we stock more than 800 diamonds over 1 carat and 3,000 diamond engagement ring styles. Quality for quality, we guarantee that the everyday America's Diamond price is lower than any jewelry store's very best sale price, or we'll refund the difference plus 25%. America's Diamond is locally owned, and all 45 of us live here in San Antonio with our families. The America's Diamond Circle of Support charitable program has raised more than $1 million for San Antonio schools, churches, and charities. America's Diamond is the official jeweler of the University of Texas at San Antonio Athletics, the San Antonio Spurs, and Mission Baseball. See our television program tonight and every night on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. Call 561-1000.
From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening, getting you ready for Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals between the Spurs and the Thunder at the Frost Bank Center in San Antonio, with tip-off scheduled for a little after 7:30 tonight. The Spurs have their backs against the wall facing elimination this evening. Their work is cut out for them. Win or their season is over. This morning, all-rookie Spurs guard Dylan Harper spoke to the media at shoot-around and explained the team's mindset going into Game 6 tonight.
All I'm thinking about is getting a win. I think anything else besides that doesn't matter at the moment. But the only thing that matters is us winning that game at 7:30. So, that's been my mindset ever since we lost Game 4, Game 5.
This series against the Thunder has been a roller coaster of highs and lows with big wins and definitive losses. Harper spoke on how the Spurs are handling such a contrast of day to day in the Western Conference Finals.
Just sticking together, know who we are. We've been through a lot of adversity this year, and I think that if there's any group that can kind of come together as one and kind of get through it, I think it's us.
When asked what adjustments the Spurs needed to make heading into tonight's game, Harper pointed to a reliance on the Spurs' identity.
Yeah, just playing our brand of basketball was the biggest thing. Being us, starting the right spots, things of that nature, and just going out there with a mentality of we got to punch, we got to hit first, we got to sustain that.
The Spurs will look to hit first and stay ahead tonight to force a Game 7 in OKC on Saturday night. Spurs Radio Game Night rolls on, and when we come back, we get the keys to victory from WOAI's Dylan Emery. This is Spurs Radio.
Spectrum TV makes sports easy, so I never miss. Never miss a homer. Never miss a home field hat trick. Never miss a goal line stand inches from the end zone. Never miss an end-to-end, tic-tac-toe, top-shelf snipe. Never miss a downtown buzzer beater for the championship win. Get your favorite streaming apps included at no extra cost with Live TV. It's one plan, one price, one place for all your sports. For details, visit SpectrumTV.com.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
It's playoffs time, San Antonio, when every moment matters and there's no room for hesitation.
And when it's time to make your next move, Hill Country Honda is ready to deliver.
Shop online or on the showroom floor and find the perfect new Honda built for performance, reliability, and value.
You'll also find a deep lineup of certified Hondas and quality used vehicles.
Plus, Hill Country Honda pays top dollar for every trade.
Too much to offer, not enough time. Don't wait for the buzzer.
Visit HillCountryHonda.com and get more on 1604 at Hill Country Honda.
Spurs and Thunder set to tip off from the Frost Bank Center in San Antonio, with tip-off scheduled for a little after 7:30 tonight. From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening, getting you ready for Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. We're now joined by the flagship station's WOAI Spurs pregame and postgame show host Dylan Emery. Dylan, what are your keys to victory tonight for the Spurs?
Keys to victory tonight: win the turnover battle, make the Thunder feel the pressure, and key number 3, superstar night from big man himself, Victor Wembanyama.
I agree with all three, especially that last one. We look forward to the game tonight, and we look forward to hearing you on Spurs Post Up afterwards for hopefully a celebratory Game 6 post game on Spurs Post Up. That'll be on WOAI. You can hear that on the iHeart app. Spurs Radio Game Night rolls on, and when we come back, Spurs Radio voice Dan Weiss sits down with Spurs rookie Carter Bryant. This is Spurs Radio.
And the crowd goes wild for the home team.
Could your credit score use a home court advantage? Self has tools that can give you an edge on your credit building journey. Make your credit feel right at home with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
Looking for an opportunity to grow in the insurance industry? AHIA is recruiting motivated health insurance agents who want to build a successful career helping families find the coverage they need. Whether you're already licensed or looking to get started, our team provides the support, training, and tools to help you succeed.
Interested in joining their team or learning more about your coverage options? Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA or visit ahiabenefits.com today.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Severe stomach cramps, trouble breathing, back pain? Don't diagnose yourself. For emergency medical care, leave it to the experts at one of our Methodist Healthcare ER locations. When it's an emergency, count on our trusted care teams and convenient locations. Our ERs offer high-quality emergency care 24/7. Choose emergency medical care wisely. Choose Methodist Healthcare. Find a location near you at sahealth.com/ER.
Are you a current or former military service member, first responder, or government employee? The Spurs would like to honor your service by offering you up to 25% off tickets to select playoff home games this postseason. To get your exclusive discount, simply verify your eligibility online with Spurs partner GovX. Registration is fast, easy, and totally free. Visit govx.com, that's govx.com, or go to spurs.com/salute to learn more. Thank you for serving our country and communities. See you at the arena.
Don Toliver presents Octane Tour. Live in San Antonio. Performing at Frost Bank Center June 14th. With special guests Saw Baby, Sofago, and Chase B. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Don Toliver. The brand new album Octane is available everywhere now. For more, visit dontoliver.com.
He lines up the shot from way downtown.
Don't let low credit make reaching your financial goals feel like a long shot. Self has the tools to help you get the credit you deserve.
He shoots. He scores.
Spur your credit forward with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
Spurs and the Thunder, Game 6 tonight here at the Frost Bank Center as the Western Conference Finals roll on. Dan Weiss, Carter Bryant here. Just what was the message from the coaching staff after the game the other night in Oklahoma City?
I mean, just we did it to ourselves. You know, there was a lot of things that were controllable, a lot of things that we could fix, a lot of things that we could control. So that's the good part, understanding there's things we can do better that can allow us to, you know, win basketball games. But at this point in the season, it's either we do or we don't. Like, there's no half in, half out. There's no feeling bad for ourselves. So just understanding it's either we get the job done or we don't.
This, and I asked Matt Nielsen about this post-game, about, you know, with no team besides Oklahoma City winning the two, you know, winning consecutive games, that every game has kind of taken on a life of its own. How has it been for this group kind of managing the emotions, the highs of big wins, and then the lows right after, and then, you know, really having to, you know, reset yourself in a span of 48 hours and move on to the next game?
Yeah, I think that's just the beauty of basketball, to be honest. It's one of those things where it's like, it's one of those things that sucks in the moment, but you look back on it and you're like, man, that's the beauty of basketball. Who can get back to neutral the fastest and, you know, just decide on what they're going to do and who they're going to be that day. So just for us understanding, like, there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, there's going to be days where certain guys play amazing, there's going to be certain days where guys aren't going to play as well. So, yeah.
You know, there's
there's always, as you talk about, different guys who are going to carry the torch at different nights during the season. Awesome to see Jules have a game he had. Awesome to see Keldon. He's the heart and soul of this team, coming out and making big body type plays. And those are the moments that I know you guys seeing carrying over into a big Game 6 performance out of not only them but the rest of the team here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that we're very confident. If there's anything else for us to take away tonight, I think we're just going to be very confident no matter what. No matter if it's going good, bad. I mean, our backs are against the wall in a sense. So understand that we need to go out and, have the most physicality, play with the most energy, show a sense of we have to show a sense of grit that we haven't shown all season, just another level of it. I think we've done a good job of showing our want and our will and our being able to bounce back. But I think tonight we're going to show another level that we haven't.
You can at least speak to the fact that your identity is staying true and is starting to come back a little bit here. The ball movement's been there. Even in the loss the other night, ball movement was there. Pace was there. These are all, I think, positives you can look at and take from that game, that even if it wasn't in a win, at least it's starting to show back up on a consistent basis, correct?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's something that just hasn't really gone away from us all season. Like, there might be spurts in quarters or whatever the case may be, but I think we do a good job of just from coaching staff down of just, preaching the right things and allowing ourselves to make the right plays consecutively as the game progresses.
There was a moment, of course, in Game 4 that, between you and Mitch, it was caught on video. I think it was after the foul on Shea. As somebody who's covered the Spurs for so long, it reminded me of Coach Pop, with one of the young players back in the day, if it was Tony Parker, whomever it may be. It's that they yell at you, but then they love you later. It's that tough love. How much have you embraced that from Mitch with him this season? A ton. I mean, I went from getting DMPs in regular season games early in the season to where he's throwing me out where I'm guarding the MVP. And, it's just him demanding excellence of me, him demanding perfection of me. Like, he understands, like, I'm going to mess up. I know I'm going to mess up, but I'm so hard on myself. And, it's one of those things where it's like he's telling me, like, just play. Like, don't think. Like, just be smart. Like, you understand you're capable of doing what you can do. You're capable of helping this team. And just for myself, I think I'm just so hard on myself. So sometimes it's almost like he's yelling at me as a reminder, like, you're not going to be perfect. Like, just go out and play. So I'm super grateful for Mitch. I mean, it's been awesome.
Yeah, it's been dope.
Yeah. How have you enjoyed the challenge of guarding the two-time MVP here in this series?
Been amazing. It's been amazing. There's times where I could be a lot smarter in terms of my fouls and just being smarter in my positioning and early and not helping off of him or, being more of a shift and helping my teammates. But, when you get the task of guarding a guy like that on a consistent basis, especially as a rookie, for Mitch and the defensive coaching staff to trust me to go out there and do that and my teammates to have my back, I mean, it means the world to me. At the end of the day, it's basketball. Like, it's a basketball player. He puts on his shoes the same way as I put on mine. So, I mean, I'm not worried about the accolades or what he's accomplished or anything of that nature. I'm just trying to go out and do my best and just give my team the best opportunity to win in my minutes.
Biggest key for you guys here tonight to come out with a win and force a Game 7?
Play free. Free mind. I think when we play with a free mind and just allow our instincts to take over and our talent to take over, we play with, I think, great fundamentals. We play fast. We have all these things that go into it. But if you don't play with a free mind, it's going to be hard to execute down the stretch.
Carter, appreciate the time. Best of luck here tonight.
Appreciate you.
Carter Bryant joining us. We'll take a break. Spurs and the Thunder. Game 6 coming up. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Con Spectrum TV no me pierdo ni un partido, porque tengo todas mis aplicaciones favoritas juntas. ¡Golazo! Más TV en vivo y todos los canales de deportes. ¡Se va! ¡Se va! ¡Se fue! Todo en un mismo lugar sin pagar extra. ¡Canasta! Un plan, un precio, un lugar y todos tus deportes. Visita spectrum.com/, toda tu TV para más información.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Welcome back to Spurs Radio Game Night. From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening. Spurs and Thunder set to tip off at the Frost Bank Center in San Antonio a little after 7:30 tonight for Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. We're now rejoined by Spurs radio voice Dan Weiss. And Dan, we need a Game 6 analytic.
Spurs are 4-1 in their last 5 elimination games at home. Thunder are 0-3 in Game 6 in the last 3 years. That's what I got for you.
Love it. Perfect. And that's a great way to take us into the start of the broadcast. That'll do for Spurs Radio Game Night. When we come back, we get the broadcast rolling between the Thunder and the Spurs for Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
Cheering the Spurs. You're listening to San Antonio Spurs basketball.
Are you a current or former military service member, first responder, or government employee? The Spurs would like to honor your service by offering you up to 25% off tickets to select playoff home games this postseason. To get your exclusive discount, simply verify your eligibility online with Spurs partner GovX. Registration is fast, easy, and totally free. Visit govx.com, that's govx.com, or go to spurs.com/salute to learn more. Thank you for serving our country and communities. See you at the arena.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
It's playoffs time, San Antonio, when every moment matters and there's no room for hesitation.
And when it's time to make your next move, Hill Country Honda is ready to deliver.
Shop online or on the showroom floor and find the perfect new Honda built for performance, reliability, and value.
You'll also find a deep lineup of certified Hondas and quality used vehicles.
Plus, Hill Country Honda pays top dollar for every trade.
Too much to offer, not enough time. Don't wait for the buzzer.
Visit HillCountryHonda.com and get more on 1604 at Hill Country Honda.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
The pride of the great Lone Star State, the Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs are on the air.
On the San Antonio Spurs Radio Network.
Your San Antonio Spurs!
San Antonio Spurs playoff basketball is brought to you by Methodist Healthcare, serving humanity to honor God. Frost Bank, exactly what you unexpected. The official bank of the San Antonio Spurs.
The Spurs in the NBA playoffs!
Yes, sir.
Tip-off for the Spurs.
All right, here we go. Here's the opening tip. And now, the voice of your San Antonio Spurs, Dan Weiss.
It's a must-win tonight for the young Spurs as the Western Conference Finals come back south down I-35 for Game 6 with the defending champion Thunder leading 3-2. A pleasant good evening. Welcome back inside the Frost Bank Center. Dan Weiss upstairs in the broadcast booth. As always, it's great to have you with us. Oklahoma City held serve Tuesday in the Sooner State. Now the Spurs must do the same tonight to send the series back north for a decisive Game 7 on Saturday. Despite a playoff high, 22 points from Julian Champagnie, and Keldon Johnson's best game of the series with 15 points and signature big body plays inside. The Spurs wilted in the fourth quarter Tuesday and falling 127-114 inside the Paycom Center. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander once again struggled through a 7-for-19 shooting performance, but wrote a playoff-high 16 free throws to his third 30-point effort of the series to pace a Thunder attack that got significant contributions up and down the lineup. Jared McCain, making just his fourth start of the season, poured in 20 points, while Alex Caruso shook off a scoreless effort in Game 4, hitting 4 more threes en route to 22 points off the bench. And the Bigs, Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein, enjoying their best combined performance of the season, going off for 28 points and 26 rebounds together. It was too much for the Spurs to overcome, in addition to a rough shooting night of their own, as besides Champagnie, the rest of the Spurs were just 8 for 33 from behind the line. Throughout these playoffs, there's been a new experience for Mitch Johnson's group just about every night. And tonight marks the first time they face an elimination game, with their season hanging in the balance. What happens over the next 48 minutes? It's Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals, and a do or die coming up for the Spurs. This is Spurs Radio.
He wants to shoot from way downtown. I don't know about this one.
Does reaching your financial goals feel like a long shot? With Self, it doesn't have to. Get the tools you need today to help build the credit you deserve.
He shoots, he scores!
Spur your credit forward with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
You smell that? Spring. Hibernation's over. It's time to run it. Run it until the grass becomes long and the hedges duck and cover. Then, run it again. Still, get up to $50 off select AK battery tool sets. Offer valid for limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
¿Fuertes dolores de estómago? ¿Dificultad para respirar? ¿Dolor de espalda? No se autodiagnostique. En caso de emergencia, confíe en los expertos de Methodist Healthcare. En caso de emergencia, cuente con nuestros equipos de atención y nuestras cómodas ubicaciones. Nuestros servicios de urgencia están abiertos las 24 horas del día, los 7 días de la semana, y ofrecen una atención de alta calidad. Elija sabiamente. Elija Methodist Healthcare. Encuentre la sala de emergencias más cercana en sahealth.com/ER.
Stay connected to your Spurs family. Download and sign in to the official Spurs app presented by Frost. Scores, highlights, or stats, no problem. Tap into every game night with the digital arena presented by Ledger. From chats to trivia, climb the leaderboard for real prizes on game nights.
Come the Spurs 2-on-1.
Stay close to every play, every moment. Download free in your app store or visit spurs.com/app. Season presented by H-E-B.
And the crowd goes wild for the home team.
Could your credit score use a home court advantage? Self has tools that can give you an edge on your credit building journey. Make your credit feel right at home with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening. Spurs and Thunder moments away from tipping off at the Frost Bank Center in San Antonio for Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. Tonight's marquee matchup is the Spurs versus the pressure of elimination. This is the first time this young Spurs team has played in an elimination game, and it's against the defending champs of all teams. The Spurs will look to rise to the occasion and set up a winner-take-all Game 7 if they can take care of business tonight. When we come back, Dan Weiss will have your starting lineups and tip-off between the Spurs and the Thunder. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Nothing compares to catching your San Antonio Spurs live. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Spurs and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you were there live. So put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs.
Looking for an opportunity to grow in the insurance industry? AHIA is recruiting motivated health insurance agents who want to build a successful career helping families find the coverage they need. Whether you're already licensed or looking to get started, our team provides the support, training, and tools to help you succeed.
Interested in joining their team or learning more about your coverage options? Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA or visit ahiabenefits.com today.
Welcome back inside a raucous Frost Bank Center ahead of game number 6 of the Western Conference Finals as the Spurs facing an elimination game for the first time in these 2026 playoffs, down 3-2 in the best-of-7 series against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's get starting lineups tonight, beginning with the Spurs. Same starters once again, 8-5. This starting lineup, and in the course of the regular season, they went 21-3, so a combined 29-8 for this starting group over 37 games. At one guard, De'Aaron Fox, 6'3", 190, in his 9th year out of Kentucky. In these playoffs, averaging 17 points, just under 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. Alongside Stephon Castle, 6'6", 220, in his 2nd year out of UConn, averaging 19 points, 6.5 assists, 4 rebounds. In the front court, Julian Champagnie, 6'7", 215, in his 4th year out of St. John's, averaging 10 points, 5 rebounds in the postseason. Alongside Devin Vassell, 6'5", 205, in his 6th year out of Florida State, averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds in the playoffs. The man in the middle is Victor Wembanyama, 7'4", 240, in his 3rd year from France, averaging 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 3.7 blocks per game in the postseason. Mitch Johnson is the head coach of the Spurs. Oklahoma City will go with the same starting 5 that started Game 5 on Tuesday night at the Paycom Center. Out one guard, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 6'6", 200, in his 8th year out of Kentucky, averaging 28 points and 8 assists in the playoffs. Alongside Lou Dort, 6'4", 222, in his 7th year from Arizona State, averaging 5 points, 2 rebounds in the postseason. In the front court tonight, Jared McCain, 6'3", 210, in his 2nd year from Duke, averaging 9 points, 1 rebound in these playoffs. Alongside Chet Holmgren, 7'1", 213, in his 3rd year from Gonzaga, averaging 16 points and 8 rebounds in the postseason. And the man in the middle is Isaiah Hartenstein, 7 feet, 267, in his 8th year from Germany, averaging 9 points, 8 rebounds in the playoffs. Mark Dagnall is the head coach of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Our officials for tonight's game is assigned by the NBA. The crew chief, Zach Zarba. Referees, James Williams. The umpire, Tyler Ford. The alternate, Gediminas Petritis. Back in the replay center tonight in Secaucus is Ben Taylor. Spurs once again tonight are in their icon blacks. Silver and white trim. Black jerseys, black shorts. White letters across the back. White numbers as well. 3-2 in the icon blacks in these playoffs. 15-3 in the Icon Blacks over the course of the regular season. And for a 2nd consecutive game, Oklahoma City will wear their association home whites. White jerseys, white shorts, blue and orange trim, blue letters, and blue numbers across the back. For the first time since the 2025 NBA Finals, Thunder wore their association home whites in Game 5, and they were victorious. The Spurs in their last 5 elimination games at home are 4-1. The Thunder in their last 3 Game 6s are 0-3. As the Spurs facing their first elimination game in these playoffs, beating Portland in 5 games, beating Minnesota in 6, and now trying to send this series back to the Sooner State for a 7th and decisive game coming up on Saturday night. Spurs will move right to left across your radio dial here in the opening half. Thunder will go the other direction, left to right. Alongside our on-site engineer, Sam Walters, statistician Walter Stoops, and Carl Schoening. Inside the Spurs Radio Net Center, I'm Dan Weiss. As the Spurs and Thunder, for the 6th time in this Western Conference Finals as Zach Zarba throws it up and away we go. Spurs control the opening tap and into the hands of Aaron Fox as he'll walk it up on Lou Dort. Fox searching out Stephon Castle, left wing, screen Wembanyama. Castle to Champagnie, rising right wing three is good. JC, who was 4 of 8 from downtown in game number 5, knocks down his first 3 of the game. Champagnie coming in, shooting 37% from downtown. Spurs on top, 3-0. Jared McCain with the ball. As he spots Chet Holmgren on the left side, bouncing off Devin Vassell. Holmgren trying to attack Vassell, kicks it back to McCain, and on the shot clock, left-hand dribble. McCain takes it underneath, spotting Hartenstein. Floater is up and good. Isaiah Hartenstein is the best shooter percentage-wise in these playoffs at 67% coming in, and that is only on 16 dunks. He has made a habit of that pop-a-shot floater in the paint. Castle, Wembanyama, he'll rise, left wing 3 on the way. Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs 2 of 2 to start the game with a couple of threes and on top 6-2. That pick and pop working with Stephon Castle. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shooting just 38% in this series. Off to Jared McCain in the paint, slides in, right-hand shot, blocked at the rim. Rebound taken by Hartenstein to Holmgren, lines up a left wing 3 off the back heel. Rebound tipped out of bounds, last touch by the Thunder. Well, Victor Wembanyama gets his first block on the Ledger block meter tonight. Spurs with the ball, leading at 6-2. Wembanyama, 3 more. Victor Wembanyama, 2 of 2 from downtown, and a quick timeout from Mark Dagnall and the Thunder, as the Spurs have started 3 of 3 from behind the line in game number 6. And a quick 6 for VW, and the Spurs on top 9-2. 10:33 to go, opening quarter, as we take you to this SWBC timeout. Spurs Radio, Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
May's the month to get employee pricing for all at Blue Bonnet Ford and get true American value from San Antonio's Ford truck leader. Or visit our all-new location at Blue Bonnet Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram and get the declaration of deals from Texas #1 volume Ram truck dealers. Take the short drive to New Braunfels to get posted pricing and a 72-hour return policy on over 1,500 new and pre-owned vehicles. Blue Bonnet Ford and Blue Bonnet Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram are all part of the Kalig Auto Group family of dealerships.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
Spectrum TV makes sports easy, so I never miss. Never miss a homer. Never miss a home field hat trick. Never miss a goal line stand inches from the end zone. Never miss an end-to-end, tic-tac-toe, top shelf snipe. Never miss a downtown buzzer beater for the championship win. Get your favorite streaming apps included at no extra cost with Live TV. It's one plan, one price, one place for all your sports. For details, visit SpectrumTV.com.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
The 2025-2026 season is presented by HEB. 10:33 to go, opening quarter, and the Spurs have come out gunning. 3 of 3 from downtown, lead the Thunder 9-2. Let's check in for the first time tonight with Carl Schoening. He's inside the Spurs Radio Net Center.
Dan, Greg Popovich used to call early hot leads fool's gold. And he's going to make sure that if he can channel a message down to that Spurs bench, don't get caught up in the fool's goal that cost a quick timeout for OKC. Got to keep that momentum going, especially from the 3-ball, which has been an important factor in Spurs wins so far this playoffs.
Well, they did have real-life experience with that, Carl. If you go back to game number 3, Spurs jumped out to a 15-0 lead, only to lose the game by 15. So I don't think they're going to get too far ahead of themselves with still about, what do we got here? 46 and a half minutes left of game time. A long, long way to go in this one as we've played not even 90 seconds here. And the Spurs are off to a 9-2 start, and the three-point shot, which has certainly oscillated over the course of this six-game series, with the Spurs shooting 36% as a team from downtown in these playoffs, which is fourth best among the playoff participants in the NBA. The Thunder will inbound as the starters remain on the floor for both sides. SGA will bring it up on the left wing, picked up by Castle. Screen coming from Hartenstein. SGA to Hartenstein, kick to the right corner. Dort for three, and that's good. Lou Dort drains the right corner three, shooting to 34%, and it's a 9-5 lead. Aaron Fox to the logo left side. Fox between his legs, spotting Castle. Castle gets the screen from Wembanyama. Castle with Victor rolling to the bucket. Castle lays it up and in. Just baited his man, Lou Dort, and SGA downhill. And Castle with his first 2 points of game. 11-5. Steph in this series averaging 18.5. Gilgeous-Alexander, left elbow to Hartenstein. Another pop-a shot in the paint. That one's too strong, but no, it gets the shooter's roll. Moves off the back heel, off the front of the iron, and rolls in. 11-7. Usually you need those to literally drop in without hitting the rim to go in. In that case, Hartenstein gets the friendly roll. Vassell looking, spots Victor. Right side now guarded by Lou Dort. Wembanyama backing it in. 6 on the shot clock. Victor, kick out. Vassell. Straightaway three is up. No good, off the front of the rim. First three missed tonight by the Spurs. Hartenstein will hand it off. Gilgeous-Alexander using the Hartenstein screen between his legs. Left side, Holmgren. Holmgren in the paint, jump step, looking, sweeps it underneath. Hartenstein has it, blocked at the rim by Wembanyama. His second rejection. Here comes Fox in transition. Skip pass, Vassell. Extra pass, Champagnie. Corner pocket three. Off the front of the iron. That from the left corner, and the rebound taken down by Holmgren. 11-7, 3 minutes gone. First quarter, Spurs by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander, the hash marks left side, picked up by Fox. Over to Dort to the right side. Here's Holmgren. Holmgren, jab step, kick out, back to Dort. He'll pull up for another three. That one's too strong. On the rebound, Wembanyama tips it into the hands of Vassell. Devin racing quickly back up the floor. Vassell attacking, gives it back to Champagnie. Left side, Castle, and around to Fox. The Aaron, mid-range. He's just going to pull up off the glass. No good. Rebound hit by Wembanyama. Back to Fox, out to Champagnie. Lets Dort fly by, skips it to Victor, left baseline. 8 on the shot clock. Victor with 6, with 5. Wembanyama spotting Champagnie, left corner. He's got to do something. He travels. And the first turnover of the game for either team. A couple empty possessions there for the Spurs. Dylan Harper will check in for the first time for De'Aaron Fox. Jalen Williams, J-Dub, was ruled available and active for the Thunder literally minutes before the game tonight. He has not played since leaving in the first half in game number 2, re-aggravating that left hamstring. We'll see how much he plays tonight, or whether he's simply a decoy for Mark Daigneault and forcing the Spurs to prepare for him. Gilgeous-Alexander, pocket pass, Hartenstein. His little floater from the free throw line's no good. Wembanyama with a rebound. Victor will bring it up the floor. Wembanyama's second rebound to go with his 6 points, 2 blocks between his legs. He wants isolation on Hartenstein. Victor, shake and bake. Wembanyama into the paint. Little ball fake, little fadeaway jumper. That's good. That's pretty from Victor. He's got 8. Went with the ball fake, went with the fadeaway jumper as he spun the other direction. Twisting Hartenstein inside out. Gilgeous-Alexander between his legs, left side. Guarded by Castle. Spotting Dort, right wing. Dort bumped and fouled by Julian Champagnie. That is the first foul of the game, and it comes 4 minutes and 20 seconds into the game as Jay Will, the other Jalen Williams, a check in here for Hartenstein. Jalen Williams averaging 3 points, 2 rebounds in his playoff career, but in this series is averaging 6 points and 3.5 rebounds while shooting 42% from behind the line. They have gotten tremendous production from their bench. Gilgeous-Alexander, left elbow jumper is up and good. Those points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, we mentioned, hasn't shot the ball particularly well in this series, 38%. But of his 151 points, 49 of them have come from the free throw line in this series. That is 38% of his points. Wembanyama for 3. That one's too strong. A rebound taken down by McCain. Jared McCain will race up the floor here across the timeline. Slips past Vassell. Tried to kick it out. Threw it back to Devin on the other team, unfortunately. Here comes Castle on the no-look from Victor. Back to Wembanyama. Drops into Castle. Steph goes up and blocked, but fouled from behind by Jalen Williams. And Castle will go to the line for a pair. Alex Caruso coming over to the scorer's table. He'll be the next substitute for Oklahoma City. As Steph Castle will go to the free throw line. And just to finish the thought on the Thunder bench, in the first 5 games of this series, Oklahoma City's bench has outscored the Spurs bench by 122, 253 to 131. And this is from a Spurs bench of the regular season, which was number 9 in scoring, averaging 41 points per game. Castle at the line, 2 free throws. First one's around and good. Steph shooting 81% of the line here in these playoffs. In this series, he is now 31 of 36. McCain is out. Caruso is in. Caruso averaging 11 and 3 in the postseason, but in this series, averaging 17 points while shooting 56% from the field and 58% from the three-point line. Castle, 1 of 2. And Holmgren brings down the rebound. Spurs by 5, 14-9. 5 minutes gone, first quarter. Caruso brings it up, guarded by Dylan Harper. Bouncing off Harper, taking it low, kicking it out, Jay Will. Guarded by Castle, looking, gets it into the hands of Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 on the shot clock. Chance of defense. Gilgeous-Alexander brushing off the cell. Step back, right wing threes. Good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 2 of 2 to start the game. He's got 5. 14-12. It was 9-2 Spurs. It is since a 10-5 run for Oklahoma City. Left side, Vassell. Lobs it up. Victor Wembanyama, but met at the rim there as Holmgren came up high to deflect the pass. Turnover on San Antonio, their second. Jay Will, extra pass. Caruso, left corner 3. No good. Rebound, Wembanyama off the front of the iron. Victor brings down his 5th board already in this game. Vassell to the right side and back to Castle. Around to Dylan Harper. Straightaway 3 is up. Off the side of the backboard. Rebound taken down by Jalen Williams. 14-12 as we approach the halfway point of this first quarter. Chet Holmgren will hand it back off to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander, left side next to the logo. Into the left corner. Lou Dort turned in the corner. Free throw line jumper is up off the front of the rim. No good. Castle pushing. Wembanyama holding. Stripped from behind by Dort. He'll take it the other way. And an uncontested dunk for Lou Dort. That ties the game up at 14 as Dort's got 5. That is the 3rd turnover against the Spurs already here in the first quarter. First points off of the turnovers for Oklahoma City. Tied at 14, 5.5 to go, first quarter. Dylan Harper into the hands of Stephon Castle. Right side guarded by Caruso. Looking for Wembanyama. Looking now over to Vassell, left wing, lobbed into Victor. Left elbow extended, puts it to the floor. Skips it out. Castle rising, right wing 3. No good. Well, the Spurs hit their first 3 threes. They've missed their last 5. 3 of 8 now for the game. Oklahoma City 3 has now been changed to a 2. That would have been, I'm guessing, the 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We'll double check that here in a second. Oklahoma City only hit a couple of 3s. And then Gilgeous-Alexander rifles the pass. He was looking for Alex Caruso, misfiring. Spurs will make substitutes here. Luke Cornett into the game for Victor Wembanyama, who checks out after an 8-minute shift. Keldon Johnson also into the game for the first time. Johnson coming off his best game of the series, 15 points in 20 minutes. Castle to the right side. Vassell, right wing 3's good. Devin rattles that one home. That's a good sign as Devin Vassell, who shot just 2 of 9 from downtown in game number 5. Dort to the other end. Unable to counter with a 3. Offensive rebound, though, Holmgren. Fadeaway jumper is up, no good, but a foul on the contest by Keldon Johnson. It'll send Chet Holmgren to the free throw line. And just to confirm, it was indeed Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's 3 that was changed to a 2. Mason Wallace coming over to the scores table, getting set to check in here momentarily for the Thunder. As Chet Holmgren goes to the line, his best game of the series in Game 5. 16 points, 11 rebounds in 30 minutes as he makes the first free throw. Wallace is in, Dort is out. In this series, though, Holmgren is averaging just 12 points and 7 rebounds. He's only attempted 10 threes. He's now 17 of 21 from the line in the series. One more free throw coming for Holmgren, shooting 84% at the line in these playoffs. Second free throw is up and good. First points of the game for Holmgren, 17-15, Spurs by 2. In the minutes that Victor Wembanyama has not played in this series, the Spurs are a minus 51. Harper, skip out, Castle, up top the cell, straightaway 3. Got it! Devin hits the strings. 2 in a row for Vassell. The Spurs by 5. 20-15, 4:23 to go here in quarter number 1. And the Spurs have knocked down their last 2. Now 5-10 from downtown to start. Gilgeous-Alexander out of the trap. Holmgren had it swept away from behind by Castle out of bounds. Good hands from Steph there. Thunder will inbound underneath the basket. 12 seconds on the shot clock. And here comes Jalen Williams. He is going to check into the game. First time in the series since the opening half of game number 2. He is in for Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams for Jalen Williams. And Hartenstein into the game for Chet Holmgren. So J-Dub, we'll see how limber he is. He's averaging 17-4 in these playoffs. Making his return to the lineup for the first time since game 2. Inbounded to Hartenstein. Into the hands, Gilgeous-Alexander, left side, holding. Want to work on Harper, bouncing off him. Left elbow jumper is up and no good. And the rebound hit by Vassell out to De'Aaron Fox. Fox streaking up the left side, back to Vassell. Vassell slides past J-Dub, had it knocked out of his hands. Cornette picks it up top, KJ for 3. Yes, sir! Keldon Johnson, first points of the game. 6 threes in the first quarter for the Spurs. Up by 8, 23-15 on a 6-0 run. Caruso coast to coast for 2. Lays it in as he weaved from elbow to elbow and took it down to the left block. Put it high off the glass. And the first points of the game for Caruso. And Johnson had it swept away from his hands and stolen. 4th turnover of the game on the Spurs. Case and Wallace. A Hartenstein to the left wing. Jalen Williams off here to Caruso. Right side with Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander in the paint. Fall away jumper over Johnson. No good. Cornette tips the rebound to Harper. D. Harp coming up the floor. Spurs pushing. Harper off the body of Wallace. Wallace takes it away from him. That's what he does. And ahead to Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up the left hand. No. Caruso follow. It's blocked. Cornette was able to swat that one away. Good hustle by Luke. Harper at the other end. Right wing 3. Got it. Dylan Harper. As Mitch Johnson says, our defense to our offense is our best offense, and that rings true there. 26-17, Spurs by 9. J-Dub left elbow jumpers, no good, but a foul. And it'll take us to a timeout. The foul on Dylan Harper. A 9-2 run for the Spurs, punctuated by a block from Cornette and a 3 from Dylan Harper. 2:45 to go here in quarter number 1. Spurs on top, 26-17. This is Spurs Radio.
Are you a current or former military service member, first responder, or government employee? The Spurs would like to honor your service by offering you up to 25% off tickets to select playoff home games this postseason. To get your exclusive discount, simply verify your eligibility online with Spurs partner GovX. Registration is fast, easy, and totally free. Visit govx.com. That's govx.com, or go to spurs.com/salute to learn more. Thank you for serving our country and communities. See you at the arena.
Have you thought about how your family would be protected if the unexpected happened? Life insurance can help provide financial security for the people who matter most, help cover expenses, protect loved ones, and bring peace of mind. At AHIA, our agents can help you find the life insurance coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Don't wait. Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA, or visit ahiabenefits.com to learn more today.
Most of the jewelry sold in the U.S. is made in India or China. At America's Diamond, we design and create our jewelry right here in San Antonio, and the difference in quality is amazing. Most jewelers stock a couple of diamonds over 1 carat and a handful of diamond engagement rings. At America's Diamond, we stock more than 800 diamonds over 1 carat and 3,000 diamond engagement ring styles. Quality for quality, we guarantee that the everyday America's Diamond price is lower than any jewelry store's very best sale price, or we'll refund the difference plus 25%. America's Diamond is locally owned, and all 45 of us live here in San Antonio with our families. The America's Diamond Circle of Support charitable program has raised more than $1 million for San Antonio's schools, churches, and charities. America's Diamond is the official jeweler of the University of Texas at San Antonio Athletics, the San Antonio Spurs, and Mission Baseball. See our television program tonight and every night on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. Call 561-1000.
2:45 to go in the opening quarter. Spurs their largest lead of the game, 26-17. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. This is Spurs Radio.
News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio's breaking news, traffic, and weather.
Look at the Bet365 stats here so far. The Spurs, 9 of 15 from the field, 60%. 7 of their 9 makes are from downtown, excelling on the overall home shooting splits. Even though in these playoffs they've actually shot the 3-ball better on the road than they have at home. 38% on the road, 34% at home, but not tonight. Spurs started 3 of 3, missed their next 5, and have since hit their last 4 threes, 4 for their last 4, punctuated by the last 3-pointer from Dylan Harper. They've out-rebounded Oklahoma City 9-8 so far. 7 of their 9 makes have been assisted. They have turned it over 5 times here early. 8 points in the first quarter for Victor Wembanyama, 6 for Devin Vassell. Oklahoma City, 7 of 18 to start the game. 1 of 5 from downtown. 3 assists on their 7 made field goals. 4 steals for the Thunder. 2 already for that pest, Cason Wallace, who now has 29 steals in the postseason and has averaged over 2 steals per game in the playoffs. He's 5th among playoff participants when it comes to steals per game. And so, to the free throw line will go J-Dub, Jalen Williams. 6'6", 220 in his 4th year from Santa Clara. Only 33 games in the regular season. Missed 49 games due to injury as he misses the first free throw. 30 games lost to a hamstring. 19 games lost to a right wrist injury. An all-star last year, an all-NBA team member last year, an all-defensive team member last season. Second free throw for J-Dub is good. That's his first point. 26-18, 2:45 to go here in quarter number 1. Spurs with the basketball on top by 8. Aaron Fox right side. Guarded by Caruso. Screen coming from Champagnie, who's back in the game. Fox up top. Fox attacking Caruso. Right elbow. Fox in the paint. Fox fadeaway free throw line jumper. No good. Cornette offensive rebound. He got held by Hartenstein. Hartenstein will pick up his first. Second team foul on the Thunder. Had total of 5 fouls called in this first quarter, which is about what we had in game number 5 as well. And then the fouls piled up in the second quarter. We had 29 free throws in the second quarter, most in the second quarter in any game since the bubble of 2020. That stat courtesy of Tim Reynolds. Free throw line jumper for Dylan Harper is good. And Harper's off to a good start, 2 of 3 from the field, 5 points in the game. Spurs the first double-digit lead of the night, 28-18. Cason Wallace into the hands of Hartenstein. Hartenstein pestered up top by Cornette. Hands it off Gilgeous-Alexander. Floats to Hartenstein. He slams it down, catching the alley-oop from Gilgeous-Alexander. And Hartenstein's got 6. SGA with his second dime. 4 points for Gilgeous-Alexander. Harper right wing guarded by Cason Wallace. Harper switched on to SGA. Now Thunder falling back into a little bit of a 2-3 zone here. Spotting into the hands now. Keldon Johnson rolling, going off the glass and scoring. Right-hand jumper, Keldon Johnson, 5 points for him. 10-point lead again, 30-20. Already a very efficient first quarter here for the Spurs offensively. Right side, Hartenstein. Up top, guarded by Cornette. Back to the basket now, 13 on the shot clock. Handoff SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander spins. Free throw line jumper is up and good over Dylan Harper. Gilgeous-Alexander, 6 points of the game for him, 30-22. Aaron Fox walks it up the floor. Fox has taken 2 shots in this game. He's yet to score. Attacks, gets into the paint, stops, lobs it up. Cornette tips it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Hartenstein. A good idea by Fox. Cornette unable to finish. Left side, Caruso. Caruso behind the line, picks up the dribble out to J-Dub. J-Dub being harassed there, pressured by Fox. Nearly lost it, and he did lose it out of bounds. So you expect J-Dub to be rusty. He's missed a free throw and now has turned it over. Third turnover of the game against Oklahoma City. Cornette is out. Victor Wembanyama is back in. Barnes is into the game for the first time, replacing Keldon Johnson. Steph Castle back into the game for Dylan Harper. On the other side, Kenrich Williams check into the game for the first time for Oklahoma City. Williams had a good game 5, 8 points in 12 minutes. He's in for Jalen Williams. Castle to Wembanyama. Victor up top of the basketball. Handing it off to Fox, knocked away from him, down on the deck. Him and Williams go after the ball. Williams and tying him up for a jump ball, as signaled by Tyler Ford. Now, if there's one thing you can gripe about the Spurs here in this first quarter is their ball security. Turned it over 5 times already, and this potentially could be number 6 if De'Aaron Fox doesn't win the tip here. 41.4 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ball security always an issue against the Thunder. And the tap control by Fox back here to Champagnie. Into the hands of Wembanyama, into the shot clock. Step back, straightaway three. Got it! Victor Wembanyama on fire to start the game. 3 threes and 11 points. 33-22. Gilgeous-Alexander, the counter, left wing three off the mark. Fox brings down the rebound. Loose ball foul on Hartenstein. It'll be his second. First foul in the last 2 minutes on OKC. So the Spurs will take it side out. The shot clock and the game clock virtually identical. 24.8 on the game clock, so the Spurs can hold for the final possession here. On top by 11. Largest lead of the game, 33-22. And they will work this clock as Mitch Johnson has both hands up with the stop sign saying, let's run our offense here. Castle. Here comes the double team with J-Dub. Bounce pass off to Barnes. Left wing into the corner. Fox, he's all alone. Open three. Air ball overshot and Champagnie grabs the rebound. Back out to Wembanyama with 4, with 3 to Castle. Castle attacks. Mid-range jumper. Good. 5/10 of a second remaining as Steph Castle knocks down his second field goal. And that is how the first quarter ends. Spurs close on an 18-7 run. Largest lead of the game. 35-22. Victor Wembanyama, 11 points, 5 rebounds, and a block in that first quarter. 12 minutes down, 36 to play. Spurs Radio, Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
It's playoffs time, San Antonio, when every moment matters and there's no room for hesitation.
And when it's time to make your next move, Hill Country Honda is ready to deliver.
Shop online or on the showroom floor and find the perfect new Honda built for performance, reliability, and value.
You'll also find a deep lineup of certified Hondas and quality used vehicles.
Plus, Hill Country Honda pays top dollar for every trade.
Too much to offer, not enough time. Don't wait for the buzzer.
Visit HillCountryHonda.com and get more on 1604 at Hill Country Honda.
Severe stomach cramps, trouble breathing, back pain? Don't diagnose yourself. For emergency medical care, leave it to the experts at one of our Methodist Healthcare ER locations. When it's an emergency, count on our trusted care teams and convenient locations. Our ERs offer high-quality emergency care 24/7. Choose emergency medical care wisely. Choose Methodist Healthcare. Find a location near you at sahealth.com/ER.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
Lionel Richie. And Earth, Wind, and Fire. The tour continues. San Antonio, you're invited to sing a song all night long. Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind, and Fire. Together in one magical night you don't want to miss. Frost Bank Center, July 28th. Get tickets now at LiveNation.com.
Spurs on top, 35-22 after 12 minutes of play as we take a look at the Bet365 stats from that opening quarter. Spurs shot 13-23 from the field, 56.5%. They were 8-14 from downtown. The 8 3-pointers in that first quarter is a Spurs franchise playoff record for most threes in a quarter. And the game record, of course, is 18, which they've done a couple of times in these playoffs. Spurs had 10 assists on 13 field goals in that first quarter. Did turn it over 5 times, although the 5 turnovers only led to 2 points as the Spurs out-rebounded the Thunder 12-9, limited them to just 2 offensive rebounds. Victor Wembanyama with 11 points in that first quarter, 6 for Devin Vassell, and 5 apiece off the bench for Dylan Harper and Keldon Johnson. Thunder were 9-21 from the field, 1 of 6 from downtown. They only had 4 assists on their 9 made field goals. They turned it over 3 times. The Spurs turned that to 7 points. 6 points apiece for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Isaiah Hartenstein of the Spurs bench outscoring Oklahoma City's bench 10-3 in that first quarter. So, second quarter begins. Thunder will have the basketball. Spurs will start the second with the same crew that ended the first. Castle, Fox, Barnes, Champagnie, and Victor Wembanyama. Thunder will counter. Jared McCain back out there along with Cason Wallace, Alex Caruso, Jalen Williams, Jay Will that is, and Chet Holmgren. Caruso brings it up. Trying to use the Holmgren screen. Gets it into the hands of McCain, left side. McCain back to Caruso, around to the right wing for Holmgren. Shot clock at 13. Holmgren left-hand dribble. Handing it off here, Wallace, free throw line. Wallace will give it back to McCain. Shot clock at 7. McCain going into the paint, bouncing off Victor. Floats it up and left it short. Rebound Champagnie. McCain is certainly not afraid of Victor Wembanyama. He showed that in these playoffs. Wembanyama now going to work on Holmgren. Lays it up left hand for 2. The spin move around Chet. And 13 in the first half for Victor. Spurs by 15, 37-22. Caruso turning the corner between his legs. Caruso trying to spot Holmgren underneath. Down to the baseline. He's double teamed. Kick out of the right corner. Around to Jalen Williams. Caruso left side right to the cup. Reverse layup is around and good for Alex Caruso. Second field goal of the game for Caruso, and he's got 4. 37-24. 1 minute gone here in the second quarter. Castle walks it up the floor. Bounce pass over to Fox. De'Aaron holding, gets into the hands of HB, and he's fouled by Caruso. First foul on Caruso, first team foul against the Thunder. The Spurs in these playoffs 10-2 when they have a double-digit lead. One of those losses was Game 3 in this series, of course, where they led 15-0 to start the game. Their lead is 13 right now, 37-24. Fox gets around McCain, kick out Castle. Castle lets Wallace fly by, sends it back to the air, and he's got 3 to shoot. He's got to put up a deep 3, in and out. Rebound is tipped by Wallace. He's going to get to his own loose rebound. Quickly ahead to McCain. Stop and pop left wing 3, good. Jared McCain. First points of the game for him. McCain coming in, shooting 36% from downtown. Wembanyama unable to counter, and a push foul. No! Ooh, looked like Holmgren was going to get called for a push. He did not. Castle late joining the play. Holmgren gets it back out. McCain back into the paint. Left elbow, kicking it out. Wallace driving in the paint. Wallace threw it right off of Wembanyama. Not sure if that's going to be a block or not. Certainly a turnover. Castle going the other way. Castle puts it up. He's fouled this time by Holmgren. And they did give Victor Wembanyama credit for that block there, as Chet Holmgren picks up his first, and Steph Castle getting downhill will go back to the free throw line. Dylan Harper getting set to check back in. As De'Aaron Fox will come out. Castle has started this game 2 of 3 from the field, 5 points, already 5 dimes. We keep our eye on Victor Wembanyama. He's already got his hands on his hips. Of course, Victor played 39 minutes in game number 5. He's been averaging north of 35 minutes in this series. First free throw is up and good for Castle. Knicks played 10 minutes already here tonight, 13 points. Harper's back in the game, but of course the on-off splits for the Spurs with Victor so crucial. Coming into the series, Spurs, or coming into tonight, Spurs were plus 42 with Victor on the floor, and like we said, minus 51 with him off. Second free throw for Castle is good. Tonight, the Spurs are plus 5 with Victor on the floor. They've actually done well with him off. They're plus 7 with him off the floor right now. Caruso, as he floats it up from the left elbow, and it came off the rim. Rebound Champagnie ahead to Castle. What a catch as he throws it up and threw it out of bounds, as he was trying to draw a foul on Holmgren, and there was no whistle. That's 6 turnovers against the Spurs here now, 39-27. Wallace quickly to McCain. McCain to the right corner. Jay Will open 3 on the way. No good. Holmgren offensive rebound, goes back up and slams it down. Bodies hit the floor as Wallace and Wembanyama collided. Holmgren's got his second field goal and 4 points. 39-29, 9.5 to go until halftime. Spurs by 10. Castle using the Victor screen. Castle spots Harper. Extra pass. Champagnie up top. And a slide past Caruso. Now give it back to Wembanyama. Victor calling for the ISO. Victor bumped by Jay Will on the floor. And a foul on Jalen Williams. His second foul. Her team foul against the Thunder. And a total in that first quarter of 6 fouls called. And we've already had 3 against Oklahoma City in under 3 minutes. Dylan Harper, 10 on the shot clock up top. Wembanyama coming high to set the screen. Victor looking to roll. Harper pulls the trigger. 3 is good. Dylan Harper rattles home his second 3. He's got 8 off the bench. Looking like the Dylan Harper of old. Jared McCain right side attacking Castle down to the right block. McCain in trouble. Gives it off to Chet Holmgren to the right corner. Trapp now gets to the baseline. Whips it underneath to Case, and Wallace underneath lays it up and in. Nice find from Holmgren to Wallace. First points of the game for him. Timeout, Mitch Johnson. And we'll take one as well. 8:47 to go until halftime as we lead you to the SWBC break. Spurs on top by 11. 42-31, Spurs Radio. Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the San Antonio Spurs and the NBA. From seeing your favorite Spurs stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood, nothing compares to catching the game in person. Even if you're headed to the arena last minute, you can still score tickets at Ticketmaster. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs. See you courtside, San Antonio.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/Spurs card to learn more.
8:47 to go until halftime. Spurs have led by as many as 15 in this first half. Lead it by 11, 42-31. Spurs have outscored Oklahoma City from the three-point line by 21 already in this game. Thunder staying in the game, though, by outscoring the Spurs in the paint. Plus 10 there, 18-8 so far in this game. Let's check in with Carl, Spurs Radio Net Center.
Dan, you know, much has been made about the officiating in this series, but so far tonight I feel like the refs have been pretty fair, and the Spurs are currently 2 drawn fouls away from being in the bonus. So even though they're feeling it from distance, I would really like to see the Spurs be aggressive, taking it to the rim and seeing if they can get free throws the rest of this half.
Yeah, both teams have taken only 4 free throws in the game. Now, Zach Zarba, the crew chief, you might remember he was game 1 official. That, of course, was the epic game, and it was the fewest fouls in a 48-minute game that have been called in this series. So keep that in mind. We've had 9 fouls called in the game so far here tonight. That is after a game 5, which saw quite a few fouls called. In fact, we had 51 fouls called between the two teams in game number 5. The Spurs were tagged for 29 of those. The Thunder were tagged for 22. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander set a playoff high in the NBA with 16 made free throws in game number 5. Cornette is back into the game for Victor Wembanyama. That's really going to be the key here, how Victor can manage his minutes here tonight. Champagny, left wing, back out top. The Spurs are winning the non-Victor minutes here by 7 so far. Castle between his legs attacking. Step back, free throw line jumper short. Hartenstein the rebound to the quick outlet to Jared McCain. McCain, left wing, picked up by Vassell. McCain splits through the trees, lobs it up, puts it in. Jared McCain, his second field goal, 5 points for him. And the Thunder back to within 9, 42-33. Castle over to Champagny. Champagny, mid-range here, now looking as he's cut off by Holmgren, back into the hands of Steph. Castle going to work. Castle skips it out to Harper. Right wing, slides past Caruso. Castle bumps off Caruso. Tough jumper, good. And Dylan Harper making everything look easy tonight. Second Spur in double figs. He's got 10, 4 of 5 from the field. Cason Wallace pulls the trigger, right wing three, and that's good. Cason Wallace draining his first three of the game. He's shooting 44% from downtown in these playoffs. He is 8, 44-36, 7.5 to go. Castle looking between his legs, right-hand dribble, spins, kick out, Champagny. Champagny will pull the trigger, left wing three was blocked by Holmgren. The closeout by Chet, here comes McCain. Lobs it in Holmgren's direction with a catch underneath. Holmgren sealing out, going up and around Cornette for 2. And Chet Holmgren now with 6 points. Lead down to 6, 44-38. All this being done with SGA right now on the bench. Right corner is Devin Vassell, his three, good! Splash for Devin Vassell, his third three. Spurs have 10 threes in the first half. Back up by 9, 47-38. Jay Will, left wing three. That's no good. Spurs dodge a bullet as Harper skies and brings down the rebound. Outlet to Castle, left wing. Castle attacking Caruso, steps through, gets it back out to D. Hart, picks up the dribble, back to Steph, left wing three, no good, too strong. Rebound taken down by Holmgren. Holmgren will go the other way with it. Holmgren spinning around D. Harp. Now Harper recovers. Jay Will holding it up high. Shot clock at 14. In the corner, spotting Wallace. That three is around and out and back down. Back-to-back threes for Cason Wallace. And the lead 6 once again, 47-41. 6:20 to go until halftime. Castle between his legs. Bumped and fouled by Chet Holmgren. Second foul on Holmgren. 14th foul against the Thunder. Spurs shooting free throws. Remainder of the half. J-Dub getting set to come back in. Meanwhile, Victor Wembanyama coming in. De'Aaron Fox and Carter Bryant will check in for the first time. Bryant, 6'6", 220, the rookie out of Arizona, averaging 3 and 2 in these playoffs. Hartenstein also coming back in. Great conversation with Carter before the game tonight. And we talked about that moment he shared in game number 4 with Mitch Johnson that was caught by the NBC cameras, where Mitch was giving him the business about a foul, but then tapped him right on the fan. He sent him back in. It's that tough love. I'm sure Mitch learned from Coach Pop. Harper taking it strong to the cup and lays it in. 12 in the first half for the rookie Dylan Harper. And the Spurs lead it by 8, 49-41. Halfway through the quarter, Gilgeous-Alexander back in the game. SGA bumping off Bryant. Left elbow down low. Spots Hartenstein. Goes up. No. Rebound. And secured underneath by the Spurs. Great hustle on the deck there by Dylan Harper. Making plays as De'Aaron Fox runs into the double team. Gets it back out to Harper. Harper attacking. Spinning on SGA. Backing it in the paint. Kick out Bryant. Extra pass Barnes. Around the horn Wembanyama. Slides underneath Hartenstein. Floats it up and in for 2. You love the ball movement from the Spurs, from good to great, and 4 passes, sets up a Wembanyama floater, and a timeout taken by the Thunder. 5:29 to go until halftime. Spurs on top by 10, 51-41. Spurs Radio, Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
Looking for an opportunity to grow in the insurance industry? AHIA is recruiting motivated health insurance agents who want to build a successful career helping families find the coverage they need. Whether you're already licensed or looking to get started, our team provides the support, training, and tools to help you succeed.
Interested in joining their team or learning more about your coverage options? Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA or visit ahiabenefits.com today.
It's playoffs time, San Antonio, when every moment matters and there's no room for hesitation.
And when it's time to make your next move, Hill Country Honda is ready to deliver.
Shop online or on the showroom floor and find the perfect new Honda built for performance, reliability, and value.
You'll also find a deep lineup of certified Hondas and quality used vehicles.
Plus, Hill Country Honda pays top dollar for every trade.
Too much to offer, not enough time. Don't wait for the buzzer.
Visit HillCountryHonda.com and get more on 1604 at Hill Country Honda.
Con Spectrum TV no me pierdo ni un partido, porque tengo todas mis aplicaciones favoritas juntas. ¡Golazo! más TV en vivo y todos los canales de deportes. ¡Se va! ¡Se va! ¡Se fue! Todo en un mismo lugar sin pagar extra. ¡Canasta! Un plan, un precio, un lugar y todos tus deportes. Visita Spectrum.com/toda tu TV para más información.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
The playoffs are here. The official gear is on sale now. You can get game ready with exclusive Spurs playoff merch. It's available at both fan shop locations. The playoff pop-up downtown on Commerce Street. And online, go to spurs.com/playoffs for locations and the collection. And go Spurs go. 5:29 to go second quarter. Spurs by 10. 51-41. Spurs shooting 6 of 12 from the field in this second quarter. The Thunder 8 of 13. They have picked it up on the offensive end after a tough shooting first quarter, which they shot just 42%. They're now up to 50% for the game. And they've knocked down a couple of threes as well. Now 4 of 11 from downtown, but the Spurs still owning the three-point line, winning it currently by 18 points. But again, the Thunder owning the points in the paint, winning that by 10, 22-12. Spurs winning the second chance points battle, 5-4. The fast break points, 6-5 in favor of the Spurs. And maybe most importantly, the Spurs are winning the battle of the benches here, 17-13. And like we said at the top of the broadcast, the Thunder bench coming into game number 6, it outscored the Spurs bench by 122 points, 253-131. And at the timeout, Dylan Harper, Carter Bryant, Evan Vassell, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama for the Spurs. And for the Thunder, Jay Will, along with Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and J-Dub. Jay Will with the basketball, left side, picked up by Devin Vassell, looking for Gilgeous-Alexander. Instead, whips the pass to Wallace, to J-Dub in the right corner. 3 on the way is no good. Actually, that was down from Dort in that right corner. That 3 didn't fall. Rebound taken by Vassell. Here come the Spurs. Wembanyama, left elbow, rising over Jay Will. Jumper is good. Victor Wembanyama's got 17 in this first half. Spurs back up by a dozen, 53-41. Victor letting his play do the talking here so far tonight. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander guarded straight up here by Devin Vassell. Kick out of the left wing, that's J-Dub. Williams, free throw line, kick out to Jay Will. In the 3, now steps underneath the line, pull-up jumper is good. Jalen Williams with his first field goal of the game, and he's got 3. Excuse me, he's got 2. That actually was his first points of the game. Victor Wembanyama up top of the basketball. 4:25 to go. Wembanyama between his legs. Dancing on Jay Will. Rising right elbow jumper is in and out. Rebound taken down by Dort. And a handoff to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander bringing it up on Carter Bryant. Hard screen set by Wallace. Switching to the double team. Wallace gets it back out to Dort. Right wing 3 is up and no good. Off the back heel. The rebound taken by Dylan Harper. He's got 3 rebounds with 12 points. Fox to Wembanyama. Right wing 3. In and out. Halfway down, wouldn't stay down. Gilgeous-Alexander will go the other way. SGA behind his back. Waist high, left hand dribble. Guarded by Vassell. Over to Jalen Williams. Jay Will at the left wing side. They're going to hand off here to J-Dub. He threw it out of bounds, but last touch by Fox, they say. 3:42 to go here until halftime. 10 on the shot clock. Castle coming back into the game. They'll take out Dylan Harper. Caruso is back into the game for Cason Wallace. J-Dub, just if you're wondering, he's played 7 minutes here in this first half. He's a minus 12. Caruso with the basketball. Guarded by Castle. Getting around that screen set by SGA. Now we'll hand it off to Gilgeous-Alexander. Right wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pull up 3 at the shot clock expiring, and he missed everything. It's a shot clock violation as it hit the backboard. 5 turnovers on the Thunder. Spurs have yet to turn it over here in this second quarter. Cleaning it up in that area. Both teams 5 turnovers now for the game. 3:32 to go. Spurs by 10, 53-43. 17 first half points for Victor Wembanyama. Castle using the Wemby screen. Castle rolling. Into the right corner, spots Bryant, 3 on the way, no good, overshot it. Rebound out of bounds. Who was it last touched by? He's saying last touched by Castle. It's good look in that corner there for Carter Bryant, just unable to sink it. So the Thunder will walk it up here now with Caruso. Caruso behind his back here, pestered by Castle. Off to the left wing, Jay Will hand it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Bryant runs over Jay Will. It'll be a foul on Carter Bryant, who's had his sort of issues when it comes to foul trouble, trying to keep the fouls away. That's the Spurs' first foul in this second quarter, and the first foul on Carter Bryant for the game. Chance of flopper greet Jay Will as he went to the ground. Inbounded to Jay Will. Turning here on Vassell. Give it off now to Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 on the shot clock. Guarded by Bryant. Gilgeous-Alexander. Step back. Left wing 3. In and out. Rebound taken on the deck there by Fox. Trapped by 2 Thunder. Able to get out of the pack. Ahead to Castle. Castle. Skip pass. Carter Bryant attacking. Slams it down. Look out below. Carter Bryant. He dunked it all over the Thunder. 55-43. First points were loud ones for Carter. Caruso. Bounce pass. Lou Dort underneath spots. Holmgren blocked to the rim by Vassell. And they have a stare down. Vassell and Holmgren. And Devin Vassell firing up this Frostbank Center crowd. That's his first block of the game. That's his 14th block of these playoffs. 55-43. The dunk at one end from Carter Bryant and the block from Vassell. That's only 2 points, but it felt like 10 between the two of them. And the Thunder will inbound. 12 on the shot clock here. Cason Wallace is going to come back into the game here for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's actually going to come back in here for Lou Dort. So Caruso will inbound underneath the basket. 12 on the shot clock into the hands of Williams. Jay Will. Bounce pass, Gilgeous-Alexander right side. Jab step. Gilgeous-Alexander. Left elbow. Sneaks underneath Bryant. Underneath spots Caruso. Right wing 3 is good. Just beats the shot clock buzzer. And Alex Caruso's got 7. Victor Wembanyama sweeps through around Jay Will. Kicks it out to Vassell. Right wing 3 on the way. No good. In and out. Rebound taken by Jay Will. Trapped by Castle. Wembanyama. There's bodies all over the floor. Victor had to sidestep 3 of them to get back into the play. Under 2 minutes to play. 9-point game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and a foul out top. It'll be called on Castle. That'll be Castle's first. Second team foul against the Spurs. First of the last 2 minutes. And so the Thunder will inbound. Side out here to the left of Mitch Johnson. 55-46, Spurs by 9 with a minute 56 to go until halftime. Been a pretty successful half so far for the Spurs. You'd like to see them finish it strong. Jay Will trigger the inbound here. Into the hands of SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander, 11 on the shot clock. Behind his back on Carter Bryant. Between his legs, attacking. Backing him in. Carter holding his ground. Gilgeous-Alexander, tough contested shot is good, man. You did everything you could there if you're Carter Bryant. Gilgeous-Alexander, just better shot making. 8 points for SGA, lead is 7. 55-48. Wembanyama for 3. Wee-wee! Victor Wembanyama, and then afterwards, a loose ball foul is called on Carter Bryant. And that is going to be his second. And they're going to take a look at it, too. So the foul on Carter Bryant, which will put SGA at the free throw line, and now they're going to look at it to see if it's going to be upgraded to a flagrant foul, which is a little bizarre. We'll have to see some replays of this, but James Williams immediately signaled the motion of reviewing this. It looks like Carter Bryant. Here's Zach Zarba. So Zach Zarba explaining that Carter Bryant and his foul will be reviewed to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul. And so they'll take a look at it. Now, Bryant had his elbow up going after SGA as he was going for that rebound. I don't think there was any wind-up or any follow-through that should meet the criteria for a flagrant foul. That's the criteria.
Did you hit the like button? Come on, hit the like button. And subscribe too. Join the family.
I think this will stay a common foul, but it will be 2 free throws for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the other end. That's the last thing you want to do is put SGA at the line. He has not gone to the line here so far in this first half. And one of the things that the Spurs, when they've been successful in this series, is defending without fouling. When they've kept the Thunder below 20 free throw attempts in the series, they've won both games. When the Thunder shoot more than 20 free throws, then the Thunder win every game. Right now the Thunder on 4 free throw attempts, so far in this game. As they continue to review this again, criteria for a flagrant foul is wind-up, follow-through, and impact. From the naked eye up here, certainly didn't see any wind-up, didn't see really much follow-through. Impact for sure. But I think it'll just be a common foul unless they believe the elbow was flashed out intentionally and hitting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander above the shoulders, which that sometimes more often than not leads to flagrant fouls being called. But Tyler Ford, James Williams, Zach Zarba get together to discuss the potential flagrant foul. We'll get the ruling from Zach Zarba here momentarily. Here he goes. No, he's still taking a look at it here. Back with Ben Taylor, the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey tonight. You don't necessarily like it when a review takes this long unless they're really trying to make sure they've got it down one way or the other. All right, here's the ruling from Zach Zarba.
After review, it's been determined that the forearm of Carter Bryant does not extend and is not in a high place. Therefore, the ruling on the floor is a common foul. There is no wind-up and no follow-through here. It's 2 shots for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Common foul on Bryant.
Like we said, the criteria for a flagrant foul is wind-up and follow-through, and Zach Zarba describes it perfectly. No wind-up, no follow-through, therefore common foul. Not to mention that, again, with the forearm of Carter Bryant, did not go above the shoulders either. So I love when the officials come out and explain it like that, based on the criteria that we know. As Gilgeous-Alexander to the free throw line sinks the first. And like we said at the start of the game, SGA, out of his 151 points in this series, 49 of them have come at the line. That's 38% of his points. He'd only scored 31% of his points at the line in the first 2 rounds and 25% of his points in the regular season at the line. So the Spurs have done a great job when they keep SGA off the line. He makes a pair. He's now 51 for 53 in this series, 96%. Jared McCain's back into the game. It's an 8-point game, 90 seconds to play in the half. 58-50. Fox off to the right side. Here's Castle. Castle, left-hand waist-high dribble, bounce pass to Fox. Underneath, skips it back out, shot clock at 6. Wembanyama with it. He'll launch the right wing 3. No good. Rebound taken down by Wallace. 70 seconds remaining. Victor is now 4 of 8 from downtown. Wallace, left wing 3. Good. Wallace, 3 threes in the half and 11 points for him. Lead is 5. 58-53. Oklahoma City finishing the half strong. Castle, right-hand dribble. Wembanyama getting loose. Castle lobs it up. Victor, as he tipped it up, he gathered contact. There was no foul call, and Victor wanted one, as they were able to defend him on the lob from Steph. 43 seconds remaining until halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Castle. Gilgeous-Alexander makes his move. Gilgeous-Alexander, jump step, kick out. Wallace, extra pass. Jay Will, right wing 3. No good. Rebound Fox. 6-second difference, game clock and shot clock. Neither team's got a foul to give here as Fox brings it up the floor. De'Aaron to the right side. Screen coming high from Vassell. Switched on to McCain. Into the hands of Devin and back to De'Aaron with 8 to shoot. Fox looking. Wembanyama setting the screen. Fox rolling left elbow. Fox with 2 to shoot. Fadeaway jumper. No good. Wembanyama tips it back up and in. 22 first half points for Victor Wembanyama. 5.5 seconds remaining. Gilgeous-Alexander, midcourt, attacking. Right down the lane, scoops it up, air ball. And that is how the first quarter comes to an end. As Victor Wembanyama 16 field goal attempts in the first half. He was 9 of 16 for 22 points. He only took 15 shots in the entire game in Game 5 Tuesday in Oklahoma City. And because of that, the Spurs lead it at the half 60-53. Coming up on your halftime report, Carl Schoening inside the Spurs Radio Net Center. Take a look at first half stats, scoring summary, highlights, analysis. From the opening half of basketball, he's got no Eastern Conference action to discuss because the New York Knicks have already put away the Cleveland Cavaliers, but I'm sure Carl will find plenty more to talk about. It's all coming up at the half with Carl Schoening inside the Spurs Radio Net Center. 24 minutes down, 24 to play. Spurs on top by 7. This is Spurs Radio.
Cheering the Spurs. You're listening to San Antonio Spurs basketball.
Welcome to basketball's biggest stage.
Somebody will reach basketball immortality.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
That's basketball at its finest.
This is about more than a game, more than a series. This is about legacy.
You are watching what greatness is all about.
Tune in to see who performs under the brightest lights and who writes their way into history. The 2026 NBA Finals begin Wednesday on ABC.
Are you a current or former military service member, first responder, or government employee? The Spurs would like to honor your service by offering you up to 25% off tickets to select playoff home games this postseason. To get your exclusive discount, simply verify your eligibility online with Spurs partner GovX. Registration is fast, easy, and totally free. Visit govx.com, that's govx.com, or go to spurs.com/salute to learn more. Thank you for serving our country and communities. See you at the arena.
You smell that? Spring. Hibernation's over. It's time to run it. Run it until the grass becomes long and the hedges duck and cover. Then, run it again. Still, get up to $50 off select AK battery tool sets. Offer valid for limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
¿Fuertes dolores de estómago? ¿Dificultad para respirar? ¿Dolor de espalda? No se autodiagnostique. En caso de emergencia, confíe en los expertos de Methodist Healthcare. En caso de emergencia, cuente con nuestros equipos de atención y nuestras cómodas ubicaciones. Nuestros servicios de urgencia están abiertos las 24 horas del día, los 7 días de la semana, y ofrecen una atención de alta calidad. Elija sabiamente. Elija Methodist Healthcare. Encuentre la sala de emergencias más cercana en sahealth.com/ER.
The hands of Wembanyama into the shot clock. Step back, straightaway three. Got it! Victor Wembanyama on fire to start the game. 3 threes and 11 points.
That was one of 4 made three-pointers in the first half for Victor Wembanyama as he leads all scorers with 22 points to help out the Spurs to a 60-53 lead at the half of Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening. Happy you guys stuck around for the halftime report. Now I'm going to get you some individual numbers, stats, and information, starting off with Victor Wembanyama, who has a game-high 22 points in 17 minutes of action in that first half. He shot 9 of 16 from the field, went 4 of 8 from behind the three-point line, did not shoot any free throws, grabbed 6 rebounds, dished out an assist, had 2 steals, and a block to stuff the stat sheet in that first half and lead all scorers once again with 22 points. Off of the bench for the Spurs, Dylan Harper having a vintage game. 12 points in 14 minutes on 5 of 6 shooting from the field, knocked down 2 of his 3 three-pointers, grabbed 3 rebounds, dished out an assist as well to go along with his 12 points. That'll do it for double-figure scores for the Spurs, but not too far behind. Devin Vassell has 9 points in 18 minutes. Devin does it on 3 of 5 shooting from the field, all from behind the three-point line. Devin also grabbed an assist and blocked Chet Holmgren at the rim earlier in that half. 7 points for Steph Castle in 18 minutes. 2 of 6 from the field was Castle, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds for Steph Castle. Rounding out the starting lineup scoring, Julian Champagnie got the party started with the 3 ball. That was the first field goal made in the ball game. Champagnie with 3 points in 14 minutes, also with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Rounding out the bench scoring for the Spurs, 5 points for Keldon Johnson in 7 minutes and 2 points for Carter Bryant in 5 minutes. And Carter has also done a really good job making life tough for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander when he draws the assignment. Totals up to 60 points for the Spurs. Spurs shoot 50% from the field, 23 of 46 overall, and 11 of 25 from behind the three-point line for 44% shooting. Spurs did not shoot a free throw in the second quarter. They go 3 of 4 from the charity stripe in the first 24 minutes. On the other side for the Oklahoma City Thunder, they have 2 players in double-figure scoring. They're led in scoring by Cason Wallace. Wallace off the bench has 11 points in 16 minutes, perfect 4 of 4 from the field, and 3 of 3 from behind the three-point line. 2 rebounds, an assist, and 2 steals for Cason Wallace. Also scoring double figures is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 10 points in 18 minutes on 4 of 11 shooting from the field. SGA missed all 3 of his three-point attempts, actually had a called on the court 3, reverted to a 2 in the first quarter, and made 2 of 2 free throws. 4 assists, a turnover as well to go along with 10 points for SGA. 53 points scored by the Thunder in that first half on 21 of 45 shooting from the field, 47% overall. And from behind the three-point line, OKC is 6 of 18 for 33% on three-point shooting. 5 of 6 from the charity stripe were the Thunder, 83% as a team. OKC at the free throw line in the first half. Some other team numbers to look at here as the battle in the paint, always something that has been a factor in this series, currently being won by Oklahoma City. They have 22 points in the paint, the Spurs with only 18. Fast break points belong to OKC as well as they edge out the Spurs with 8 fast break points to San Antonio's 6. Reserve scoring also in favor of OKC, just barely. 21 points for the Thunder off of the bench and 19 points for the Spurs reserves in that first half. The Spurs' largest lead was 15. OKC has yet to lead in this ballgame. The Spurs hope that it remains that way. Checking out turnovers, Oklahoma City had 5 turnovers in the first half that led to 9 Spurs points, while the Spurs turned the ball over 5 times, all in the first quarter. No turnovers in the second quarter, and it only led to 1 Lou Dort dunk for the 2 points off of turnovers for Oklahoma City. There have been no lead changes and no ties since it was 0-0 and the Spurs took that 3-0 lead and jumped out to a 9-2 lead for Mark Daigneault to call the first time out of the ball game. That'll do it for your Spurs and Thunder individual and team stats. Once again, the score at the half, the Spurs lead OKC in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals, and the Thunder lead the series 3-2. When we come back, we'll take a look at what's happening in the Eastern Conference side of the bracket. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
Have you thought about how your family would be protected if the unexpected happened? Life insurance can help provide financial security for the people who matter most, help cover expenses, protect loved ones, and bring peace of mind. At AHIA, our agents can help you find the life insurance coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Don't wait. Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA or visit AHIAbenefits.com to learn more today.
Spectrum TV makes sports easy. So I never miss. Never miss a homer. Never miss a home field hat trick. Never miss a goal line stand inches from the end zone. Never miss an end-to-end, tic-tac-toe, top shelf snipe. Never miss a downtown buzzer beater for the championship win. Get your favorite streaming apps included at no extra cost with Live TV. It's one plan, one price, one place for all your sports. For details, visit SpectrumTV.com.
Most of the jewelry sold in the U.S. is made in India or China. At America's Diamond, we design and create our jewelry right here in San Antonio, and the difference in quality is amazing. Most jewelers stock a couple of diamonds over 1 carat and a handful of diamond engagement rings. At America's Diamond, we stock more than 800 diamonds over 1 carat and 3,000 diamond engagement ring styles. Quality for quality, we guarantee that the everyday America's Diamond price is lower than any jewelry store's very best sale price, or we'll refund the difference plus 25%. America's Diamond is locally owned, and all 45 of us live here in San Antonio with our families. The America's Diamond Circle of Support charitable program has raised more than $1 million for San Antonio's schools, churches, and charities. America's Diamond is the official jeweler of the University of Texas at San Antonio Athletics, the San Antonio Spurs, and Mission Baseball. See our television program tonight and every night on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. Call 561-1000.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
Ahead to Castle. Castle, skip pass. Carter Bryant attacking. Slams it down! Look out below! Carter Bryant! He dunked it all over the Thunder.
Carter Bryant with only 2 points in the first half, but 2 of the loudest points for the Spurs as San Antonio leads Oklahoma City at the half of Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals, 62-53. From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening. Also keeping an eye on the other side of the bracket in the Eastern Conference, where the Knicks have already wrapped up their series against the Cleveland Cavaliers and await the winner of the Spurs and the Thunder for their matchup in the NBA Finals. They do have a new piece of news that came out at 6 p.m. right before the Spurs and Thunder game tonight. As reported by Shams Charania, New York Knicks center Mitchell Robinson has suffered a broken right pinky finger, and there's no timetable on his return, sources told ESPN. So certainly something to keep an eye on, as Mitchell Robinson is a big man reserve player that plays a part in the Knicks rotation, was certainly expected to be a key piece going into the finals for New York. Once again, your score at the half, the Spurs lead the Thunder 60-53 in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. When we come back, Dan Weiss will return and have your call the second half action. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
Nothing compares to catching your San Antonio Spurs live. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Spurs and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you were there live. So put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs. Are you a current or former military service member, first responder, or government employee? The Spurs would like to honor your service by offering you up to 25% off tickets to select playoff home games this postseason. To get your exclusive discount, simply verify your eligibility online with Spurs partner GovX. Registration is fast, easy, and totally free. Visit govx.com, that's govx.com, or go to spurs.com/salute to learn more. Thank you for serving our country and communities. See you at the arena.
May's the month to get employee pricing for all at Blue Bonnet Ford and get true American value from San Antonio's Ford truck leader. Or visit our all-new location at Blue Bonnet Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram and get the declaration of deals from Texas #1 volume Ram truck dealers. Take the short drive to New Braunfels to get posted pricing and a 72-hour return policy on over 1,500 new and pre-owned vehicles. Blue Bonnet Ford and Blue Bonnet Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram are all part of the Kalig Auto Group family of dealerships.
You're listening to San Antonio Spurs basketball.
Halftime coming to a close in San Antonio, where the Spurs lead it over the Oklahoma City Thunder 60-53. From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening. We're now rejoined by Spurs radio voice Dan Weiss. Dan, hot shooting from three, started early and kept the Spurs ahead in that first half, 11 of 25 overall from distance.
And your best players have got to be your best players, Carl, in elimination games. Victor Wembanyama with his second best scoring half of these playoffs, 22 points, 6 rebounds. Second only to the 23 he had in the second half in Game 3. Also a win. That was in Minnesota.
Yeah, well, that will certainly be a key to success, and the Spurs hope that they can get another 40-point game perhaps from Wemby, or maybe even better, it's not needed and he can rest a little in the fourth quarter. That'd be ideal.
I would say the other positive for the Spurs in this first half is they were a +2 in the non-Victor Wembanyama minutes, something else that we had talked about coming into tonight. They had been a -51 in the first 5 games when Victor sat. So good minutes from Luke Cornett to the rest of the bench. The Spurs bench keeping tough and keeping it tight, with Oklahoma City's bench being outscored 21-19. So we begin the second half as the Spurs will move left to right across your radio dial here from our broadcast spot here in this second half, along with our on-site engineer Sam Walters, statistician Walter Stoops, and Carl Schoening. I'm Dan Weiss. Thunder will have the basketball as we begin things in the second half. Starters out for both teams. 22 points for Victor Wembanyama and 11 off the bench to lead things for Cason Wallace in Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his pass ahead to Hartenstein with a catch to the left block, cut off by Wembanyama, back to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander, left baseline jumper is off the front of the rim, no good. Champagnie brings down the rebound, his fourth. Quick outlet to Vassell, open, left wing three. Got it! Devin Vassell, his fourth three of the night, and he's the third Spur in double figs. He's got a dozen. A big bounce-back performance for Devin Vassell. Jared McCain will take it to the baseline, weaves his way out, hands to Hartenstein. Floater is up and good, and that did not hit the rim. And those are the ones that have been dropping all series for Hartenstein. He's got 8. 63-55, Spurs by 8, opening minute, third quarter. Spurs have hit 12 three-pointers in this game. Castle back to Wemby. Open left wing three. No good. That one's too strong. And the rebound taken by SGA. Quickly ahead to McCain. McCain bumping off Wemby. Puts it up. Blocked or ejected by Champagnie. But the rebound to the hands of Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up, and he's blocked to the rim. But a goaltending on Victor Wembanyama. So the basket good for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to give him 12 points. And they're calling a foul as well, too. The foul is on De'Aaron Fox, so it is a goaltend, basket, and the foul. Foul on Fox is his first. And so SGA to the free throw line. Only went to the line one time in that first half. Gilgeous-Alexander with a dozen points. And now with 13. And the Thunder back to within 5, 63-58. Champagnie right wing. Gets Holmgren on skates, attacks him, goes up, floats it up over Holmgren and in. Second field goal for Champagnie. He's got 5, 65-58. Spurs by 7. Trying to extend this series to a game 7 coming up on Saturday night in OKC. Holmgren with the basketball up top. Between his legs, right-hand dribble, backing it in on Vassell. Sneaks in, scoops it up, right hand. No, Hartenstein, though, is there for the putback. Hartenstein is the third Thunder player in double figs. He's got 10. 65-60. Devin Vassell. The Wembanyama, the logo, left wing. Victor hiding behind the screen. Now attacking. Victor, kick out. Vassell. Jab step. Victor in the paint. Kick up. Left wing three on the way for Fox. In and out. Rebound. Castle tried to put it back up. He was fouled. Fouls on Lou Dort. Fouls on Jared McCain, actually. It'll be his first. And it'll put Steph Castle at the line. Castle, 7 points. He is 3 of 4 at the line, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. Castle, in these playoffs, 81% at the free throw line. He has gone to the line over 100 times. First free throw's up and good. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. This is Spurs Radio.
News Radio 1200 WOAI. San Antonio's breaking news, traffic, and weather.
8 points, 6 assists for Castle. Fox hasn't scored. He's the only starter who hasn't scored, but he does have 6 dimes. And another free throw for Castle gives him 9. And the Spurs by 7, 67-60. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Third quarters have been the Spurs' best in these playoffs. They're at plus 85 scoring differential. Fox knocks away the pass intended for McCain, but McCain able to recover in the backcourt. 8 on the shot clock. McCain attacking, bumping off of Victor, puts it up, blocked by Wembanyama. Back into the hands of Holmgren with 3, with 2. Dort's got to put it up. Shot is off the heel. And the rebound tracked down by Wembanyama. Victor pushing to Castle. Castle, skip pass to the corner. Champagny for 3. Yes, sir! JC for 3. 13th 3 of the game for the Spurs. And a timeout. Oklahoma City. The ball movement's been phenomenal tonight. 7 assists for Steph Castle. And the Spurs lead it by 10, 70-60 as we take into the SWBC timeout. 9:35 to go here in the third quarter. Spurs Radio. Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Severe stomach cramps, trouble breathing, back pain? Don't diagnose yourself. For emergency medical care, leave it to the experts at one of our Methodist Healthcare ER locations. When it's an emergency, count on our trusted care teams and convenient locations. Our ERs offer high-quality emergency care 24/7. Choose emergency medical care wisely. Choose Methodist Healthcare. Find a location near you at sahealth.com/ER.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
9:35 to go in the third quarter. Spurs lead it by 10, 70-60. Look at the Bet365 stats here. Through the first 2.5 minutes of the third quarter, Spurs 51% from the field, 44% from downtown, 13 of 29, 5 3-pointers away from tying the franchise record.
Did you hit the like button? Come on, hit the like button and subscribe too. Join the family.
Oklahoma City at 45%, but just 6 of 19 from behind the line, which means the Spurs winning the three-point line by 21. 22 for Wembanyama, a dozen for Devin Vassell, and a dozen for Dylan Harper. Let's check in with Carl Schoening at the Spurs Radio Net Center.
Dan, you mentioned it before pitching the last break. The Spurs are moving the ball at a high level and converting those clean passes into made buckets. The Spurs have 19 assists on 24 made field goals, and 13 of those assists have come from Steph Castle and De'Aaron Fox.
And that's impressive. And so that is what we call the assist rate, Carl. 19 assists on 26 made field goals is good for a 73% assist rate, which means 73% of the Spurs' field goals are assisted. That's a Danalytic on the fly for you there. So the Thunder will take possession out of the timeout. The Spurs lead it by 10, 70-60. Jared McCain walks it up the floor, hands to Hartenstein. Hartenstein out behind the line, hands it off. Left wing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, skip pass across Caruso. Into the game, underneath, spots SGA. Left corner 3 is up, in and out. And the rebound, though, is put back down by Chet Holmgren. Another offensive rebound. That was a big key for Oklahoma City in the second half of game number 5. They've got 7 offensive rebounds and 14 second chance points now. They had 26 second chance points in game number 5. Castle, right side. Wembanyama rolling. Castle puts it up. Victor, as he's met at the rim, blocked by Holmgren, or Hartenstein rather, but a foul. Going to be Hartenstein's third. And Victor Wembanyama, the one thing he hasn't done tonight is go to the free throw line. And he'll go to the free throw line right now. Victor went to the line 12 times in game number 5 and made up a majority of his points, but this is his first trip tonight. He has lived behind the line, though, in this game. The three-point line, that is. 4 of 9 from downtown. 9 of his 17 field goals have come from behind the line. First free throw is good for Wembanyama. Victor in this series is now 43 for 47 from the free throw line. In the playoffs overall, he is 87%, 92 for 105. It's his first point of the second half. One more free throw coming for Wembanyama. 23 points in the game, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Second free throw is good. Spurs back up by 10, and then the lead pass intended for Caruso, tipped out of bounds by De'Aaron Fox. Spurs activity showing once again here tonight. Thunder, their shot making's been good, but the Spurs made it tough on them. Inbounded SGA, left wing. Gilgeous-Alexander, watched by Castle. Castle poking. Gilgeous-Alexander moving into the paint, threw it away. And he goes to the ground. 5-on-4 Spurs. Vassell, transition 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Wembanyama. Tried to go back up, had it slapped away out of his hands. And back the other way comes OKC. Extra pass, Gilgeous-Alexander in the right corner with the basketball, guarded by Wembanyama. Gilgeous-Alexander brings it out. Fans looking at this matchup here. Gilgeous-Alexander, step back jumper over Wembanyama is good. The MVP, Gilgeous-Alexander, wins that battle there. He's got 15. 72-64. Fox attacking. Fox in the paint, pulls up. Shot is around and falls off the rim. De'Aaron still has yet to score in this game here tonight. 72-64. Gilgeous-Alexander to Hartenstein attacking, going up high off the glass, around and out. Rebound Wembanyama's ninth board, 1 away from a double-double. Over to Fox. Fox attacking. Fox up on the left hand, and then he scores. First points for De'Aaron Fox. Transition buckets there for the Spurs. Back up by 10, 74-64. Caruso hands it off here to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander fending off Castle. Hartenstein underneath Holmgren with a catch, and then he lost it, and then it went off his shoe and out of bounds, so the ball will go back over to the Spurs. Holmgren thought he got pushed down as he rose to try to bring that down. That's 7 turnovers on Oklahoma City. And I think Mark Dagnall is going to call timeout to challenge for approximate foul. And because the ball went out of bounds, they can challenge this for a proximate foul, as the ball went out of bounds off of Holmgren, but Oklahoma City is going to presume that a foul occurred, and hence the ball would then belong back to them, as Zach Zarba comes over to deliver the news.
The ruling of San Antonio basketball is being challenged by Oklahoma City.
So, we're going to challenge Oklahoma City. 6-4 in challenges in these playoffs. Of a timeout. And we'll take one as well. 7:37 to go here in the third. Spurs on top by 10, 74-64. This is Spurs Radio.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Looking for an opportunity to grow in the insurance industry? AHIA is recruiting motivated health insurance agents who want to build a successful career helping families find the coverage they need. Whether you're already licensed or looking to get started, our team provides the support, training, and tools to help you succeed.
Interested in joining their team or learning more about your coverage options? Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA or visit ahiabenefits.com today.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
This summer, feel the game. Find your rhythm. Spurs Sports Academy. Boys and girls, ages 6 to 18, all skill levels, all heart, in San Antonio and Austin. Players are built here. Gain confidence every time the ball leaves your hand. With Spurs gear on your back, become more than you were yesterday, on and off the court. Register now. Spurs.com/camps.
When the Spurs win, you win with the official playoff win giveaway. Thanks to our friends at Taco Palenque. Get a free Taco Palenque breakfast taco after every Spurs playoff home or away game win. Choose from potato and egg or bean and cheese. It's available from 6 to 9 a.m. at Taco Palenque locations in San Antonio, Austin, Laredo, El Paso, Eagle Pass, Corpus Christi, and all across the Rio Grande Valley. Use the code SPURSWIN. The Taco Palenque app or in-store. Limit 1 per guest per day. No purchase or game ticket necessary. While we were on break, Zach Zarba came over and told us that De'Aaron Fox took out the legs of Chet Holmgren. Thus, a proximate foul has been called against Fox, which is his second. And the ball will go back to Oklahoma City. A successful challenge for Mark Daigneault, now 7-4 in challenges in these playoffs. And so the Thunder will keep possession. Side out of bounds, 14 on the shot clock, 7:37. Oh, God, a couple more seconds here. 7:30. We got the one clock reads 7:39. The center scoreboard reads 7:37, and our box score reads 7:36. Not sure who has the clock right. 7:39 now is what we got. All right, Thunder trigger the inbound. 14 on the shot clock. Caruso with the basketball. Up top, spots McCain, turning the corner. McCain floats it up over Luke Cornett, who's into the game. No good. Rebound, Dylan Harper. Harper brings down his fourth, hands it off to Castle. Castle, Harper, Cornett, Devin Vassell, Julian Champagny. Castle in the paint, Euro steps, puts it up, puts it in, count the basket, and the foul. Foul is on Jalen Williams. It's 11 points for Castle. Get an M1 to the line. Third foul on Jalen Williams. Second Thunder player with 3 fouls of the game. Third team foul on Oklahoma City. Castle 5 of 6 at the free throw line tonight and 6 of 7 as he completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. 12 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds for Steph. The Spurs by 13 again. Largest lead has been 15 tonight for the Spurs. Gilgeous-Alexander, right elbow jumper is no good. Rebound tipped up and taken by Harper. Took it right out of the hands of McCain. Left wing Vassell, back to D. Harp, up top. Harper attacking between his legs. Step back jumper, good. Dylan Harper, silky smooth here tonight. 14 points on 6 of 7 shooting. Caruso at the other end, fouled by Devin Vassell on his way up. Devin running back up the floor. He thought he had all ball. He's going right over to John Harrison saying, I got all ball there, John. And taking a look at it as Caruso goes to the free throw line. John Harris says, challenge this. Mitch Johnson calls the timeout and does challenge. And that was the one thing that we heard a couple of people say when Mitch Johnson was not awarded the challenge by James Capers in game number 5 was that he did not signal timeout before he signaled for a challenge. And by letter of the law, you do have to signal.
Ruling on the floor is a defensive foul on Vassell. San Antonio challenging the ruling.
All right, so you hear Zach Zarba saying Spurs are challenging this ruling. But we have oftentimes seen not every coach signals an actual timeout before they twirl their finger up in the air to indicate a challenge. Yes, you have to call timeout, but the play was already dead. We were already in a meeting of the minds situations, the referees, going back to the Game 5 situation in Oklahoma City. And then Mitch Johnson's explanation after the game was that James Capers, the referee, simply didn't see him. That he was signaling for a challenge, which was, frankly ludicrous. Capers was standing right next to him. Johnson was about 5 feet out on the floor when he signaled for the challenge, so that they didn't see him. Well, that never made a lot of sense. Now, the question is whether you do have to signal for a timeout by letter of the law to get your challenge, and I guess we can maybe believe that a little bit more. But either way, Mitch Johnson made sure this time to signal for a timeout before pointing his right finger in the air, twirling it to signal for the challenge. Spurs are 9-4 in challenges in these playoffs. And in the regular season, they went 18-16 in challenges. So it's been a good run for John Harris and the video crew as far as challenges go here for the Spurs. Let's see if they win another one here. Taking a long look at it, as Devin Vassell would be guilty of his first foul. And now Tyler Ford and Zach Zarba have made up their mind.
After review, Vassell is deemed to make legal contact with the basketball, knocking it loose. Ruling on the floor is going to be overturned to a no call. In the immediate aftermath of the play, Caruso was able to secure the ball. It'll be OKC ball, sideline out of bounds, successful challenge by San Antonio.
So it's a successful challenge. Spurs will keep the timeout, they'll keep the challenge, although it does take 2 points potentially off the board for Oklahoma City. Caruso did have possession of the ball, so in some ways it's a wash of a challenge because the Thunder keep possession, although the Spurs do maintain the ability to challenge one more time later in this game if they need to. Match their largest lead of 15 in this game, 79-64. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, at 10 on the shot clock. Screen, Hartenstein, switched on to Cornette. Now Gilgeous-Alexander with a double coming, attacking Cornette down on the baseline, scoops it up around and in, but before the shot, a foul on Luke Cornette. First foul on Cornette, that's the fourth team foul on the Spurs. And again, it'll be side out of bounds. And Spurs have hit the limit. Thunder shooting free throws the remainder of the quarter. We got 6:35 or 6:36 to go. Inbounded here to Wallace, who's back into the game. Bounce pass over to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA behind his back. Into the double shadow by Cornette. Spots Hartenstein. Hartenstein fouled on the floor. Push foul. It's called on Julian Champagnie, and that'll be his second. And they'll send Isaiah Hartenstein to the free throw line. So the Spurs over the limit, and the Thunder are in the bonus. Or, I guess not. I thought they were over the limit on the last foul, but apparently not. Inbounded here to Hartenstein. Must have still had the Vassell foul on the board. So now that's 4 fouls. Caruso spots Wallace, right wing three. No good. That's the first miss for Wallace from downtown tonight. First miss in the game, in fact. Harper, coast to coast, takes it strong, and he's fouled at the other end by SGA. First foul on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Dylan Harper going to the free throw line. Fourth team foul in Oklahoma City. In game one of this series, Dylan Harper was phenomenal. 24 points in 47 minutes. He was 8 of 20 from the field, but he also had 11 rebounds and 6 dimes. And then in game number 2, had 12 points, and that was when we learned that Dylan Harper, as he sinks the first free throw, had suffered the adductor injury to his right leg, and was clearly fighting through it as he left the game in the second half in game number 2. And really just didn't seem to be fully healthy in games 3, 4, and 5, even though he played. And tonight he looks fresh as as fresh as you want to be, basically. He makes both free throws here. 16 points for Dylan Harper in the game. Spurs on top, 81-64. Isaiah Hartenstein. There to the right side, here's Cason Wallace. Wallace throws it up. Hartenstein with a catch, goes up with a miss, and Cornette ends up with a rebound. Hartenstein couldn't slam it down. Spurs with the basketball in transition. Harper is fouled on the way up. And Harper will get 2 free throws. The Spurs fans applaud not only the pressure and the defense, but particularly they applaud the pace and the execution on the offensive end by their team, as Harper's back to the free throw line after sinking his first 2 free throws of the night. He's 83% in these playoffs. First free throw's good. He is now 18 for 23. And for 22, that is, in this series. One more free throw coming. Under have gone 2.5 minutes without scoring. One more free throw for Harper is good. 18 points for Dylan Harper. Spurs on a 17-4 run, opening this game up with a 19-point lead, their largest of the game, 83-64. 5:40 remaining, third quarter. Pocket pass to Hartenstein, right corner Caruso. Out top Wallace. Wallace kick out to J-Dub, back into the game. Pass out to SGA, and his pocket picked by Castle. Castle going the other way, up with a basketball, lost it on the way up, no foul. Back the other way, OKC. J-Dub hands to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander down to the left block. Ooh, he traveled, got away with it. 20,000 referees called it in the building. The only 3 didn't call it on the floor, but the miss from downtown by J-Dub. Yeah, 20,000 referees called a travel, including this broadcaster. Not the 3 on the floor. Castle in the paint. Euro steps, puts it up, puts it in. Oh, falling away. Steph Castle, 14 in the game. Spurs by 21, 85-64. Haven't lost in these playoffs when they've led by 20 or more. Spinning here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Kick out Caruso on the right side. Up top, here's Wallace. 8 to shoot. Wallace in the paint. Goes up, he's blocked by Champetti. Back out Caruso with 2 on the shot clock. Fires for 3, no good. Evan Vassell with a rebound. Spurs with the ball on a 19-4 run, up by 21. Harper behind his back. Harper, right wing, right hand dribble into the body of SGA. Pull up, right elbow jumper. No foul. Looked like SGA closed out for a foul. And a loose ball grab by the Thunder. Harper gets back up. Here comes OKC. Left wing Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll pull up for 3 from the left side. In and out. And the Spurs with the rebound. And we're down to 4:05 to go in the third quarter with the Spurs by 21 with the basketball. And Mitch Johnson's going to call timeout. We'll take one with the coach. Oklahoma City has gone 4-14 without a point. The Spurs, they are winning the non-Victor Wembanyama minutes by 13 here tonight. Lead the game 85-64. Take an SWBC timeout. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
Nothing compares to catching your San Antonio Spurs live. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Spurs and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you were there live. So put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs.
It's playoffs time, San Antonio, when every moment matters and there's no room for hesitation.
And when it's time to make your next move, Hill Country Honda is ready to deliver.
Shop online or on the showroom floor and find the perfect new Honda built for performance, reliability, and value.
You'll also find a deep lineup of certified Hondas and quality used vehicles.
Plus, Hill Country Honda pays top dollar for every trade.
Too much to offer, not enough time. Don't wait for the buzzer.
Visit HillCountryHonda.com and get more on 1604 at Hill Country Honda.
4:01 remaining, third quarter. Spurs by 21, 85-64. And again, they are a plus 13 in the minutes that Victor Wembanyama has sat on the bench tonight. The best minutes with Victor on the bench in this series. They've been getting incredible defensive efforts from the guards tonight. Luke Cornett has put on a clinic when he's been out there on the floor. Even though he has not scored, he's doing just about everything else in terms of rotations. Victor's back in the game along with Keldon Johnson. Fox on the baseline, whips it out. Champetti bouncing off of Isaiah Joe, scoops it up in the left hand for 2. Joe is into the game with Jared McCain. First minutes for Isaiah Joe, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Cason Wallace. Kind of getting to that point, too, where Mark Daigneault almost has to start thinking about Game 7 potentially. Wallace throws it away, trying to skip it across. Champetti picks it off. Fox right wing. Fox weaves his way back out, shovels to Johnson on the left wing. Back to Fox around the horn. Champetti, right wing 3. Off the front of the iron. Wembanyama tips it up. Secured by Holmgren. Right to the outlet play to the right side to Jared McCain. McCain into the body of Johnson, brushing him off. Cut off by Wembanyama. No thanks. Back out top to Joe behind his back. Handing it off to McCain. McCain down the left block of the baseline. Trapped out to Joe. Left wing 3 is up. Is no good. And a gang rebound, and Keldon Johnson brings it down. Under 3 to play. And the Spurs outscoring the Thunder 27-11 here in the quarter. Wembanyama lost his footing as he went into Holmgren, lost the ball. Turnover against the Spurs. McCain pushing off on Johnson. Scoops it up. No. Champetti rips down another rebound. His 6th.
Again, the Spurs walking up 11 points to the Thunder, third quarter. Here's De'Aaron Fox. He lost the ball, and a loose ball foul going to be called on Cason Wallace. It'll be Wallace's first. That is the 16th foul on Oklahoma City. Will put De'Aaron Fox at the free throw line. Oklahoma City has not scored since the 8:15 mark of this third quarter, coming up on 6 minutes without a point. Fox of the line, free throw no good. It is a 15-0 run, I believe, for the Spurs overall. As back into the game, Harrison Barnes. Second free throw is good. So the Thunder walking up the floor, then they throw it away. The pass was intended for Chet Holmgren. It is a 16-0 run. It was 72-64 Spurs, so now on a 16-0 run with 2:25 remaining in this third quarter off the turnover. And the Spurs with possession of the ball up by 24. 16-0 run. Fox, left side, screen from Wembanyama. Victor rolls. Fox spots Champagnie. Right wing three. No good. Rebound. Barnes digs it out. Throws it back out. Fox tiptoes the sideline. Keeps it alive. Wembanyama, 7 to shoot. Spotting Johnson spinning. Backing it in on Holmgren. Going up off the window. No good. Rebound taken down, but a foul on the floor is going to be called at Oklahoma City. Foul on Cason Wallace, his second. And Victor Wembanyama going back to the free throw line. Last points for Oklahoma City was a made Shai Gilgeous-Alexander bucket at the 8:23 mark. So it has been 6:22 the last time Oklahoma City has scored. 88-64, 16-0 run. Make it 17. Wembanyama with a free throw. One more free throw coming for Wembanyama. SGA coming back into the game for Wallace. SGA with the last field goal and the last points for Oklahoma City at the 8:23 mark. So again, 6:22 without a point for the Thunder. Spurs outscoring them 17-0 in that stretch. One more free throw for Wembanyama to try to stretch the lead to 26. And Victor does score. It's an 18-0 run. Wembanyama's got 26. 2 minutes remaining, third quarter. Joe, left wing. Kick out Holmgren, right side. Holmgren into the paint. Spins it out. Kenrich Williams into the game for a second turn here tonight. Williams driving, attacking, spinning. Puts it up, left it short, tipped up. Wembanyama handing it off. Into the hands of Fox, right wing Barnes. Extra pass, Johnson. Corner pocket three, no good. Wembanyama rebound, tried to tip it back up and in, and he missed. And secured there by Kenrich Williams. Coming up now on 7 minutes without a point for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts it up off the window, no good. And the Thunder down 26 here as we come upon the final minute. Fox bouncing off of Williams and a foul on Kenrich Williams. The Spurs can stretch this out to a 20-0 run. But De'Aaron Fox going to the free throw line. First foul on Kenrich Williams. And the Spurs, who've gone to the line 17 times tonight, while the Thunder have gone to the line only 7 times. Mentioned it before that when the Thunder shoot below 20 free throws in this series, they do not win. De'Aaron Fox with 3 points. As Castle's back in for Champagnie. One more free throw coming up for Fox. Fox with 4 points, 2 of 3 at the free throw line. 1 of 8 from the field. He does have 7 assists. Second free throw, good. 20-0 run for the Spurs over the last 7 minutes and 8 seconds. 92-64. Isaiah Joe with the ball. Right side of the corners, Chet Holmgren backing it in on Wembanyama. Backing it in, now we'll take it out. 7 on the shot clock, handing to Joe. Joe spinning baseline. Joe brings it out. Joe weaves on Johnson. Sneaks underneath, spots Holmgren underneath. Holmgren puts it up and in, and those are the first points in 8 minutes and 27 seconds for Oklahoma City. Snaps a 20-0 run. 92-66 with under a minute to play. Fox, free throw line jumper over Williams, in and out. Rebound taken down by Jalen Williams as he hands it off to Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder can go 2 for 1. Here's Jay Will, who will fire up the left wing three. No good. Castle brings down the rebound. 4-second difference, game clock and shot clock. A 20-2 run here over the last 8:23 of this third quarter. Castle. Bounce pass, Fox, left corner, Wembanyama. Fox shot clock at 3. Victor going up, blocked as he was met at the rim. And Victor then loses it out of bounds. Holmgren gets the block. That'll be his second of the game. 4.5 seconds remaining. Williams rifles the pass ahead to Holmgren. Holmgren backing it in on Victor. Fadeaway jumper blocked by Wembanyama. And that is how the quarter ends. An exclamation point from Victor Wembanyama on Chet Holmgren. Spurs outscore the Thunder 20-2 over the final 8:23 of that third quarter. And they go to the fourth quarter with a 92-66 lead, up by 26. 36 minutes down, 12 to play. Spurs Radio, Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
Welcome to basketball's biggest stage.
Somebody will reach basketball immortality.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
That's basketball at its finest.
This is about more than a game, more than a series. This is about legacy.
You are watching what greatness is all about.
Tune in to see who performs under the brightest lights and who writes their way into history. The 2026 NBA Finals begin Wednesday on ABC.
He lines up the shot from way downtown.
Don't let low credit make reaching your financial goals feel like a long shot. Self has the tools to help you get the credit you deserve.
He shoots. He scores.
Spur your credit forward with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
Are you a current or former military service member, first responder, or government employee? The Spurs would like to honor your service by offering you up to 25% off tickets to select playoff home games this postseason. To get your exclusive discount, simply verify your eligibility online with Spurs partner GovX. Registration is fast, easy, and totally free. Visit govx.com. That's govx.com, or go to spurs.com/salute to learn more. Thank you for serving our country and communities. See you at the arena.
It's playoffs time, San Antonio, when every moment matters and there's no room for hesitation.
And when it's time to make your next move, Hill Country Honda is ready to deliver.
Shop online or on the showroom floor and find the perfect new Honda built for performance, reliability, and value.
You'll also find a deep lineup of certified Hondas and quality used vehicles.
Plus, Hill Country Honda pays top dollar for every trade.
Too much to offer, not enough time. Don't wait for the buzzer.
Visit hillcountryhonda.com and get more on 1604 at Hill Country Honda. He wants to shoot from way downtown. I don't know about this one.
Does reaching your financial goals feel like a long shot? With Self, it doesn't have to. Get the tools you need today to help build the credit you deserve.
He shoots. He scores.
Spur your credit forward with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
To the fourth quarter we go. The Spurs outscore the Thunder 32-13 in that third quarter. Spurs are now outscoring the opposition by 104. in the third quarter here in these playoffs. Lead at 92-66 as we go to the final 12 minutes. Take a look at the Bet365 stats through three quarters. Spurs shooting 47%, 39% now from behind the line in this game, 13 of 33. Victor Wembanyama only scored 3 points or 4 points in that third quarter. Didn't need him to score very much. He's 26 and 10 for the game. 18 points for Dylan Harper, 14.7 assists for Stephon Castle, and a dozen for Devin Vassell. The Thunder shot just 21% in that third quarter, 6 of 28. They are 37% for the game, 23% from behind the line. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 to lead the way. So to the fourth quarter we go. Spurs will have the basketball here as we start the fourth. Harrison Barnes, De'Aaron Fox, Steph Castle, Victor Wembanyama, and Keldon Johnson. Ross Banks Center is rocking as we begin the fourth quarter. Castle with a basketball crossing the timeline. Picked up by Isaiah Joe. Right side feeds Harrison Barnes. In the right corner is Keldon Johnson. Up top here is Victor Wembanyama, 10 to shoot. Wembanyama, right elbow extended, jab step. Victor puts it to the floor. Victor, fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound, Jay Will. Thunder coming the other direction with Isaiah Joe on the left side. Lost his footing, nearly lost the ball. Recovers, whips it to Jared McCain. Left corner three is good. Jared McCain knocks down his second three of the night. He's got 8 points. 92-69, opening minute here of quarter number 4. Spurs looking to force a game 7. Be Saturday night back in the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. Stephon Castle, kick out left wing. Harrison Barnes for 3. Yes, sir! HB with his first points of the game. And his 5th made 3 of these playoffs. 95-69, 1 minute gone here in the 3rd. Gilgeous Alexander starting the 4th on the bench. McCain in the paint, gets a foul from Castle as he puts it in. The bump foul from Castle from behind will be his 2nd. And Jared McCain now in double figs with 10. He's the 5th Thunder player in double figures tonight. And 1 free throw coming for McCain. The lead now 24. Timeout Mitch Johnson as the Spurs are going to challenge this one.
Ruling on the floor is a defensive foul on Castle. San Antonio's challenging the ruling.
So the Spurs win a challenge earlier, allows them to make another challenge here. They'll do that. We'll take a timeout. 10:55 to go, 4th quarter. Spurs by 24. 95-71. Spurs Radio. Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
¿Fuertes dolores de estómago? ¿Dificultad para respirar? ¿Dolor de espalda? No se autodiagnostique. En caso de emergencia, confíe en los expertos de Methodist Healthcare. En caso de emergencia, cuente con nuestros equipos de atención y nuestras cómodas ubicaciones. Nuestros servicios de urgencia están abiertos las 24 horas del día, los 7 días de la semana, y ofrecen una atención de alta calidad. Elija sabiamente. Elija Methodist Healthcare. Encuentre la sala de emergencias más cercana en sahealth.com/ER.
You smell that? Spring. Hibernation's over. It's time to run it. Run it until the grass becomes long and the hedges duck and cover. Then, run it again. Still, get up to $50 off select AK battery tool sets. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
10:55 to go in the ball game. Spurs on top by 24, 95-71. In between whistles, and the challenge against the Spurs was deemed to be unsuccessful as they were looking for an all-form offensive foul on Jared McCain. Zach Zarba said otherwise, no offensive foul. And the basket good for McCain, and the foul. He'll go to the free throw line for an and one. Let's check in with Carl Schoening over the Spurs Radio Net Center.
Dan, this upcoming free throw for the and one for McCain is only going to be the 8th free throw attempt for the entire Oklahoma City squad through this game, and the Spurs on the other side have gone 17 of 19 from the free throw line. So the Spurs not only doing a good job getting to the charity stripe, but keeping the Thunder off of it all game long.
Well, like I said, Carl, it was in game number 1, which was, maybe the game of the year in the NBA, the double overtime thriller. But this crew, Zach Zarbo, the lead crew, they only called 45 fouls total in the game, and only 38 fouls over the course of 48 minutes. And tonight there's only been 26 fouls called in the game, which would be a series low. And we'll get some more fouls here in the fourth quarter. But I mean, night and day as far as what the whistles have been from crew to crew over the course of this series. McCain completes the three-point play, and he's now got 11 in the game, 95-72, with 10:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Castle with the basketball, right side, Dylan Harper. Around the horn, Keldon Johnson. Wembanyama will get it back, whips it over to D. Harp. Up top, here's Castle, squares up. Castle spots Johnson. Left wing three is up. It's an air ball, overshot it. The rebound taken by Jalen Williams. And on the left wing side to Kenrich Williams. Back to Jay Will. Jay Will spinning, picks up the dribble up high. Skip pass right wing into the hands of Dort. Walking it back, and then he was looking at McCain and was cutting, and he threw it out of bounds. 10 turnovers called on Oklahoma City tonight. And the Spurs have turned the previous 9 into 11 points. Spurs have been winning the battle from the perimeter. Plus 21 at the three-point line tonight. And winning at the line where they are plus 10. That is a plus 31-point difference, and they're up by 23. Castle to Wemby up top. One-hand slam with the right hand. And a Methodist Healthcare assist between area 51. 28 for Wembanyama, 9 dimes for Steph Castle. Right side, here's McCain. McCain bouncing off Dylan Harper. He goes up, foul by Castle. And McCain will get a couple of free throws. 3 fouls on Steph's. Jared McCain will go back to the free throw line. You know, it's funny we go back to that game 1, which again was just an epic game. But since that game, the next 5, we'll presume this one doesn't get much closer than where it currently sits, at least for now. None of those games have been deemed to be clutch games as McCain hits the first free throw. And what I mean by clutch game, for those who don't follow the analytics, a clutch game is determined to be within 5 points with 5 minutes or less remaining. And we haven't had one of those since the opening game of this series, won by the Spurs. Game 2 was won by the Thunder by 9, but since then, a 15-point win by the Thunder, a 21-point win by the Spurs, and then a 13-point win by the Thunder. So this is shaping up to be the 3rd consecutive game, actually the 4th consecutive game to be as Barnes hits another 3. The 4th consecutive game, the team has won by double digits. 174, 2.5 minutes on by here in the 4th. Dort, right wing 3, that is up and no good. Isaiah Joe tracks down the offensive rebound and then throws it off McCain and out of bounds. So 4 straight games to potentially be determined by double digits. So as great as this series has been back and forth, potentially going to a 7th game coming up on Saturday night, it's funny that the games overall haven't been overly competitive. Victor Wembanyama's back to the bench here with 9:15 remaining in the ball game. Dylan Harper, Luke Cornett, Keldon Johnson, Steph Castle, Harrison Barnes out there. Harper lobbing it up. Cornett putting it up and slamming it down. First points of the game for Luke Cornett, and another Methodist Healthcare assist. This one dished out by D. Harp, number 4 on the night. McCain back out to Kenrich Williams. Right wing 3 is good. Kenrich Williams has had the hot hand from 3 the last few games. First points of the game for him. And then a foul afterwards called on Oklahoma City. It's on Lou Dort, who picks up the personal. 102-77 with 8:47 remaining. Harper walks it up the floor. Spurs can afford to use some clock here now. Harper attacks as he gets down to the baseline, whips it left corner. Barnes another 3. That's no good. After hitting his first 2, rebound last touched out of bounds by the Spurs. Spurs' last foray into the NBA playoffs, which was back in 2019, was also a 7-game series against the Denver Nuggets in the opening round. The Nuggets eventually ended up prevailing in a Game 7 that did not feature a lot of scoring. Spurs create another turnover. Left side, here's Dylan Harper in transition. Spinning off of Joe, takes it strong, lays it up, no. Follow-up rebound, no good. And leaking out ahead is Jay Will, get an easy dunk. Jalen Williams now with 4 points in the game, just his second field goal. 102-79, lead is 23. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is yet to play in this fourth quarter. Castle up top between his legs. Castle Jump step into the paint, puts it up with the left hand, puts it in. Count the basket and the foul. 2 more on the board for Steph Castle. 16 points for Castle. It's been a good night for him. Really, it's been a good night across the board for the Spurs. And it'd be funny that as Lou Dort picks up his second, if SGA does not return to this game, it'd be the second time in this series that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been held below 20 points. And if you remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander went 140 games in the regular season and counting. All 82 games in the regular season, scoring at least 20 or more. He broke Wilt Chamberlain's record of consecutive regular season games with 20 points or more at 126. And now potentially for the second time in this series to be held below 20 as Castle hits the free throw. He was held below 20 in one of the previous rounds, so it wouldn't be the first time in these playoffs. It would certainly be the first time multiple times in one series. Left wing three on the way for McCain is off the mark, and the rebound, Carter Bryant was checked into the game. Long pass ahead to Castle. Castle going up, puts it up, no. Offensive rebound, Cornette powers back up. He's fouled by Jalen Williams. That'll be Williams' fourth. Now they call Isaiah Joe instead. It'll be his first. The 7, Luke Cornette back to the free throw line. 5 rebounds tonight for Cornette. 1 thunderous dunk. He's played 12 minutes. He is a plus 13 tonight as the Spurs lead it by 26. So Spurs are plus 13 when Victor Wembanyama is on the floor. Cornette missing the free throw. They're now plus 13 when Victor Wembanyama has been off the floor here tonight. And I think that's been maybe the biggest storyline in this game, because we talked about how Oklahoma City had dominated the non-Victor minutes coming in, winning them by 51. And tonight, the Spurs winning both the Victor minutes and the non-Victor minutes. Aaron Wiggins is into the game for the first time, and this, my guess, is the beginning of the emptying of the benches for both teams, as Jordan McLaughlin is also into the game for the first time as well for the Spurs. You got McCain along with Jay Will, Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, and Kenrich Williams, the 5 on the floor. So doubtful to see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the remainder of the game. McCain spotting Joe, right wing 3 is up and good for Isaiah Joe. 35% three-point shooter in the playoffs. In the regular season, Joe was 42%. It's one of their marksmen, 106-82. McLaughlin handing it off here to Carter Bryant, up top for Luke Cornette. Still have almost 7 minutes remaining in the game. Keldon Johnson buries his man, puts it up with the right hand for 2. 7 points for Keldon Johnson. They haven't been as loud as they were in Game 5, but again, the production has been just as important. Spurs bench doing their job here tonight. Joe, another 3. This one's off the mark. A deep rebound is tracked by McLaughlin. Spurs bench has outscored the Thunder bench by 7, 36-29. Keldon Johnson out top of the left side and between the legs. Johnson backing it in, crossing up Joe. Spins, kick out. Carter Bryant, open 3. No good. Rebound, a loose ball foul on Jalen Williams. Going to be his 4th. 4th team foul against the Thunder. So the Spurs shooting free throws the rest of the night here. And as oftentimes you find in a 7-game series, it is punch, counter-punch, as Nikola Topic, the young rookie, checks into the game for the first time. Lindy Waters is into the game. It's the 2nd straight game at the Frost Bank Center. We're going to end with about 7 to 8 minutes of what would be, at times, glorified preseason rosters. Keldon Johnson puts it up and in for 2. And here comes Kelly Olynyk getting set to check back in. Johnson's got 9. 110-82, both coaches prepare themselves for a 7th game as Kenrich Williams missing from the right wing. Waters, extra pass, Barnes, corner pocket 3, too strong. Deep rebound, Johnson lobs it back out. Waters, McLaughlin down low, Carter Bryant in the paint, kick out, Johnson, Barnes again, left wing. Barnes looking to go out to Waters, picked off by Topic. Ahead to Wiggins, Williams, straightaway 3, no good. Rebound, McCain. Take it back out to Topic, back to Kenrich Williams. The basketball up top behind his back. Kenrich Williams attacking, rushing off Waters down to the left block. Williams, a little Euro step and a little spin move as he goes up, he's fouled. Andy Waters picks up the foul. They'll put Kenrich Williams at the free throw line as Bismack Biyombo will join Kelly Olynyk coming into the game. The Jackals begin the Spurs in 7 chant as Kenrich Williams goes to the free throw line. Game 7, which is where we appear to be heading. As Williams hits the first free throw, will be Saturday night, 7 p.m. at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. 6:30 for Spurs radio game night. And the first Game 7 for the Spurs since the 2019 playoffs, the last time the Spurs were in the playoffs, and they lost in 7 games to the Denver Nuggets. That game was on the road. This one will be on the road as well. Second free throw is good for Williams. 110-84 with 5:15 to play. Oklahoma City will go back home tonight. Spurs would travel to Oklahoma City tomorrow. McLaughlin turns the corner. McLaughlin takes it deep, floats it up, blocked by Williams. Isaiah Joe brings it back down. Joe will carry it across the timeline. Basketball attacking, swoops it up left hand, falls off the rim. Bryant with a rebound ahead on the right wing. Here's McLaughlin. McLaughlin will draw it back out. And now we'll play to Carter Bryant on the right side between his legs. Bryant bouncing off of Williams. Double team. Bryant then travel. 11 turnovers on the Spurs tonight as Bryant comes out. Good minutes tonight for Carter Bryant. 8 minutes. One thunderous dunk. That was early in the game. And we'll get a timeout on the floor. 4:34 remaining in this one. Spurs on top by 26. 110-84. Spurs Radio. Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the San Antonio Spurs and the NBA. From seeing your favorite Spurs stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood, nothing compares to catching the game in person. Even if you're headed to the arena last minute, you can still score tickets at Ticketmaster. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs. See you courtside, San Antonio.
Celebrate 50 years of Rush 50-something tour, September 23rd and 25th, Frost Bank Center. Tickets are on sale now at Rush.com. Legends don't stop. They evolve. Rush.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
4:34 to go in the ball game. Spurs on top by 26. 110-84 the score. Look at our Ticketmaster upcoming games. There will be a game number 7. It'll come up on Saturday night at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. Broadcast time will begin at 6:30 p.m. with Spurs Radio Game Night. Carl Schoening will get you started there. It's tip time just after 7 p.m. And the winner will go to the NBA Finals to meet the New York Knicks. When you need tickets, Ticketmaster's got you covered. As the official ticket marketplace of the Spurs and the NBA, Ticketmaster's got a wide selection of seats available for every game. Get your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs. believe it'd be the second Game 7 we've had in these, it'd be the third Game 7 we've had in these NBA playoffs. Had a Game 7 in the opening round between Orlando and Detroit. Also, we had NBA fourth Game 7 and a Game 7 between Detroit and Cleveland, and Game 7 Boston and Philadelphia. Mason Plumlee filling out the bench minutes here for the Spurs tonight. And so everybody has gotten into the game with 4:34 to go in the ball game. Oklahoma City doesn't have as deep a roster. Thomas Sorber has been out for the season. He's their rookie. There's Aaron Wiggins with the basketball up top. Guarded by Bismack Biyombo. Step back jumper. The left block's off the glass for two. First points of the game for Aaron Wiggins. 4:08 remaining here. Jordan McLaughlin walks it up the floor, plays it over to the left side. Kelly Olynyk skips it back right wing. McLaughlin up top. Olynyk backing it in, spinning in the paint, scoops it up right hand, no good. Kenrich Williams brings down the rebound. Outlet to Topic, Nikola Topic, as he's fouled out top by Mason Plumlee. In case you missed it, Mason Plumlee was retroactively assessed a flagrant foul for his foul on Jared McCain at the end of game number 5. That just comes with a fine. And then if you pick up so many flagrant fouls, it eventually leads to a one-game suspension. More for administrative purposes than anything else. The three for Lou Dort comes up short, tipped back up and in by Kenrich Williams. 110-88, down to 3:35 remaining in the ballgame. McLaughlin between his legs, out top. Olynyk into the left corner. Plumlee, wing baseline, kicks it out. McLaughlin running down to the right block, spinning, hands it underneath Olynyk. Reverse layup is good. First points of the game for Kelly. 112-88. Most of the fans have stuck around. Some have contently made their way to the exits as Dort misfires on a three, getting ready to go honking once again downtown San Antonio. Spurs, their 3 games here at home in this series as Olynyk gets an and one. They had another opportunity at the line. Spurs are going to finish 2-1 against Oklahoma City at home in this series, and for now, 6-3 would be their home record in these playoffs. They would need to pick up a 6th win on the road to see another game here at the Frost Bank Center this season. As Olynyk completes the three-point play, 115-88 with 3 minutes remaining. And in the NBA Finals, in case you're wondering, and not to get too far ahead of ourselves, begin on June the 3rd. Kenrich Williams' 3 is off the mark. And the rebound taken down by McLaughlin. The outlet left wing side. Lindy Waters the third. McLaughlin with the basketball up top. Waters into the left corner. Controlled by Plumlee. Skip pass tipped out of bounds. So the Spurs will improve to 5-1 in their last 6 elimination games at home, while the Thunder will drop to 0-4 in their last 4 game 6s. It's uncanny sometimes how numbers work out. Waters, a left wing 3, that's no good, as the Spurs in 7 chance begin to permeate once again throughout the Frost Bank Center. There's Williams between his legs, 2:25 remaining. Williams dancing on Plumlee, kick out Dort, punched over to the right wing. Topic at 3, that's an air ball. And Olynyk gets pushed out of bounds. Isaiah Joe picks up the foul. That puts the Spurs in the bonus here. And Olynyk will walk the length of the floor to shoot free throws. If there's good news tonight, on top of the good news of a win, it's the fact that other than Steph Castle, every Spurs starter played below 30 minutes in this game tonight, including Victor Wembanyama, who scored 28 points in 28 minutes on 10 of 21 shooting. He only took 15 shots in game number 5. He took 16 shots in the first half alone here tonight. Kelly Olynyk sinks the free throw. The majority, if not all of that 20-0 run was with Victor Wembanyama on the bench, and that's also encouraging from the Spurs' perspective as well. Another turnover on Oklahoma City, and another turnover on the Spurs. Mason Plumlee can't catch up to the pass from Jordan McLaughlin. And the Spurs a plus 15 in the non-Victor Wembanyama minutes tonight as we go under 2 minutes remaining. Let me go back and check and see if Victor was off the floor for the duration of that 20-0 run as Wiggins hits the three. We're under 2 minutes remaining. Take a look at that over the course of the timeout before we get going in the post-game show. McLaughlin will pull up the left wing three. That's an air ball. Williams brings it down. Victor Wembanyama went out at the 7:39 mark, so the Spurs were up 74-64 and ended up going up 94-64. Yeah, he was out. They were up 92-66. 90-64. 92-64 was where they got before Victor came back in. So, yeah, it was basically Victor was on the bench for most of that run. Waters puts it up and in. A minute 10 remaining. We were just kind of taking a look at the play-by-play of that while we were watching the Spurs go back up. 118-91 as we come upon the final minute here. Wiggins with the basketball. Attacking in the paint, floats it up and around, no good. And McLaughlin brings down the rebound. He'll bring it up. A couple more possessions left in the game. Waters with Olynyk around the horn. Jordan McLaughlin with the basketball. Inside, Olynyk. Inside, Biyombo puts it up with the right hand. No good. Drops short. And Oklahoma City will go the other way. Down to 35 seconds left in the game. Pull-up three for Kenrich Williams is off the mark. 8-second difference, game clock and the shot clock, and I don't think the Spurs will not take another shot here. Let the shot clock expire, and then Oklahoma City will have one final possession as the fans come to their feet here at the Frost Bank Center, applauding the Spurs on another tremendous response by this young team. Very similar to the response we saw in game number 4 as Oklahoma City inbounds and the final 5 seconds tick off, and there will be a Game 7 in the Western Conference Finals. You can turn out the lights in the gym here tonight. Spurs are headed home and headed back to Oklahoma City with a W for Game 7 coming up on Saturday. 118-91 the final here tonight as the Spurs win it by 27, their largest margin of victory here so far in this series. Spurs win it wire to wire here tonight. 5 finish in double figures, 28 points, 10 rebounds in 28 minutes.